I could be your pleasure, ain't trying to cause you pain. On this road of love, I'm driving you insane. You tapping on the brakes after the rain. Baby, I can be your sunshine, just let me explain. Ride around with that top down, your hair blow back like a supermodel. Diamonds in the face of my new Movado. Got the Stingray in a new Bravado. Your ex still pushing that blue Tahoe. Damn right, everything I do colossal. When I'm with you, it's like I won the lotto. Plus you a freak and you love the loving I give you, compare it to dope. So you gon' get hooked, just prepared to be soaked. The mattress so wet till we both start to float. Have you looking like you about to go on the stroke? Month past 5, so we still kinda new. You having regrets, but you on me like glue. Bad boyfriends, yeah, you had a few. Leave that bag at your home, I'm rolling with you.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
Love the way that you move, babe. Work your hips in that smooth way. Turning up with me on a weeknight. Club going up on a Tuesday. But I can sense a little tension. You're trying not to cause a collision. Your mind wanna see a yellow light, but your damn body ain't listening. Your girl throwing shade and you getting annoyed. She just in your ear to prevent you from joy. I provide you with gifts, she's still unemployed. With no man in her life and she's sitting on toys. Don't trip on it when they call me a flirt. Follow my lead, don't go in reverse. Got a pass or whatever, but I'm still not the worst. So don't waste your time trying to dig up some dirt. Hand on the wheel for them bumps in the road. When I'm out here on tour, I ain't fucking with. Make you the one, cause that's what you deserve. You rollin' with me, ain't no need to be scared. Don't hit the curb, switching up them lanes. Just keep on tailing me. Girl, them other lanes.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
I'm not your lover and I'm not your friend. I'm something more that you can't comprehend in this world of sin. Shout out to Prince, you in that red Corvette, blacked out with 10. Keep up with me, you know damn well that you really with me. Have trust in me, I'ma always have you in luxury.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
Put your foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas.
Don't slow it down.
Put your foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas.
And I ain't got no time for the jealousy. It ain't my fault that your girl stays sweating me. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. I blow the lab up when it's time to spit a blow. Blow a bag up, nigga, I be getting dope. Keep the mag with some rounds, I ain't got a shot. Shorty like my style when she bout to lose control. Saw me in that band, so you know I play to win. And that Gucci looking crispy like potato skins. I be a jet setter, pimpin' every state I'm in. I'm here for just a few days, wanna make a friend. That's how I bait them in. Girl, get your rocks off. Couple sip of that Moscato, then your top's off. Now let's see if you gon' swallow when it pops off. May knock your block off, then wipe the slop off. And I ain't got no time for the jealousy. It ain't my fault that your girl stays sweating me. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. Yeah, she into me, that's why she on bended knee. And she bad as hell, half black and Filipino. I give her what she need, I don't have to sell a dream. Then throw it back, 4 balls, let me kill that thing. It's like a guillotine, how I got her head on lock. Play like 50 Shades of Grey until you tell me stop. She okay with getting spanked and using other props. Then let me see you get on top and give me what you got. Ashtrays and empty bottles in my living room. Almost overslept, you bout to miss your interview. Ain't gon' lie about it, baby girl, I'm into you. Then let me get back to the money I'm attending to. And I ain't got no time for the jealousy. It ain't my fault that your girl stays sweating me. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe. Some good wine, pre-rolls, and some sex with me. That be the recipe, yeah, that be the recipe.
Remember to like, share, leave a comment, and also buy a t-shirt or something like that. I got some new merch out there. The Boots Are Not a Effing Accessory t-shirt and other merchandise. We got stickers of that, posters, cups, all that. Make sure you buy that. Also, make sure you buy our brother cousin's t-shirt. Your boy need the money. Everything supports the channel, and it just really helps. What's up with ya? How you doing? You're now rocking with the best of the best. Thank you all for indulging me, and especially all of you backstage. While I do some shameless self-promotion. Definitely. But we also do Voyager Slaves in there, shout out to Darkinator. That's like our anthem for best of the best, for real. But glad to have everybody here with us tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Hot Toys dropped a lot of shit last night. I decided to go to bed early, and they just started dropping shit. Range Troopers, releases of Rexes, and Black Manta, a whole lot of shit we're going to be talking about on this episode of Best of the Best. But let me go ahead and bring the panel in. I'm just yamming away. I've been drinking a little bit too, if you can't tell. But anyway, I become Professor J when I get drunk, so I just start talking and yammering. But I'm gonna have to learn to shut my mouth up and let everybody else on the panel come on in. So how's everybody doing tonight? We are all bunched up, but here we are. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's all
good? How are you?
What's poppin', people?
That's what's up. I want to bring we're gonna start from the bottom and then make our way all the way to the top. So I'm gonna start with this guy right here. It's been a minute since he's been on Best of the Best, but I am so glad to have him back. Yes, he is there flexing with flexing with Paul Atreides right there. Gotta bring him up. Maz, what is good, my brother? How are you doing?
Man, I've been busy, man. Thursday nights I'm usually working. They actually let me have the night off. I worked till 6 today, but I had the night off and got this guy in the mail yesterday from Kit. So
Nice.
I was in the last batch, but at least it hit. I got it before the tariffs kicked in. So
nice.
There was no tariff extra surcharge on that. But yeah, man, I cannot believe how good this figure looks, man. I really, I was kind of having a little buyer remorse when before I got it, going,
right,
did I need it? But I got it now, and I'm just like, man, just gorgeous.
It looks amazing, bro. It looks. At some point I gotta track me down and get one because it looks fantastic. It's one of the best. I think it's one of their. Would you say it's one of the best that Inart has done?
I only got 2 Inarts. I got the Heath Ledger 2-pack with the rooted hair, and I got this one. Now that being said, I broke him already.
Oh shit! What happened?
So, this little hose that hooks up his nose, the nose, the septum piece broke off of the hose.
Oh no!
I fixed it, and Kit was like, "Well, there's nothing I can do about it." But it's fixed. But it still sucks that's what happened to it. But other than that, it's a great figure. I kind of wish he could look up better, but he's got a neck/head combo, so it's all one piece. So he can only bring his head up like maybe this much.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, but other than that, man, you know what? He looks the part. I mean, his hair. Thank God he's not part 2 because that guy's got some hair problems in part 2. It's just all over the place. It's mad hair.
Right.
So that's why I was happy to get part 1. Now I didn't get the mouse because I bought mine from Kit.
Gotcha.
And right now, just to be safe, he's actually not having a problem standing, but to be safe, I'm using one of these extra sand bases from Mando.
That's perfect. Damn. Oh, and you got him. We got enough of them, so that's perfect, bro.
Yeah, the magnets seem pretty sturdy, but I'm just not going to put it a chance. My Joker fell and face planted the window of my Maju case, and and then since then I put him on an actual stand because I don't have anything to prove. He just looks great.
Absolutely.
I can't trust. It's not even the magnets so much on it. It's just you got to trust the ankles to not give.
Exactly.
So, but beautiful figure, man. I'm in love with it. And Lou's playing with my other figure of the year, man. That Hobie, that Spider Punk. Oh, wow. I'm so glad I went all in on that line, man. I got everybody ordered.
Definitely. That's awesome.
That Spider-Man 2099 is amazing. Spider-Punk's amazing. I'm waiting for my Miles still, but that's okay. I still got the old Miles too. But,
dude, I can't wait to see what you do like with that one and the Beyond the Spider-Verse collection. That's, just the photography that you're going to do with that guy. I can't wait to see it.
I did one with this guy already, man. I was told it looks like it's from the movie.
Shit.
Hey Trevor, you're back from Japan.
He's back.
Trevor was at the Star Wars celebration in Japan. They had him on a panel.
Yeah, I definitely saw him. Yep. That's going to be amazing. We saw it. Shout out to Trevor. I saw him out there doing this thing. That is amazing. And Maz, once again, brother, thank you so much for being here, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Want to throw it to this guy right here, working hard on a dope pose for Hobie Brown.
Man. There he is.
That looks amazing. Damn, that looks good.
There, man. Good
I just put him in the box. That's it. And I just threw this on him. And his hands was already, pre-gestured. And I just wanted to fix the eyes a bit. So got the eyes in there. And dude, I think between this and the Star Wars line, it's gonna be a tough call to see which line, not necessarily figure, but specific line has been laying the smack down to the other lines. You know what I mean? Because Miles is fire, Miguel is fire, Hobie Brown is fire. I got me animated Hoberticus. Now, if somebody can animate my face, my face on a Scarlet Spider, perfect. But until then, I'm claiming, 2099.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, this one just arrived, and my Mifune chipped. So I'm looking
nice.
forward to get that Mifune.
Dude, I can't wait to see what you do with that one as well.
Oh, dude.
I need to get that figure.
I'm gonna have him kind of back to back with my Scorpion figure. The one from the newer Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
With Hideo. So I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna really enjoy that. But dude, dope figure. If you slept on it, I feel bad for you. I feel bad.
Yeah, SideShow's gone. They don't have them anymore.
Yeah, I think it's coming into my comic shop next week, so I'm gonna have to partake and get.
Did you get 2099, Jay?
I'm getting it. I haven't got it yet. I think Big Bro actually had one from SideShow. He had an extra, and I slept on it. But they're all coming through my comic shop, and they already know. They actually have a box. How some people have comic boxes, I have figure boxes. So yeah, it's in my box. So.
There was one vendor at Toylanta that had a 2099 on the shelf. I was there at the preview show on Friday. Actually, it was a whole weekend, but he had it on the shelf. I was like, dude, that's gonna be gone before the end of the night.
And it was
Saturday morning. It was gone. It was there.
Yeah,
he had it for like $270 or something.
Damn.
Whatever retail was.
Not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Coming to the stage, we got the man that has changed our displays over the years and has done an excellent job, and also showcases them on his show occasionally. Absolutely. Give it up to this guy right here.
You still got there you
go. Costa, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Got a lot of shit going on here. So got a lot of things. I have a 3D printer that I've actually broken out. I've had it for a year, and now I've been nonstop 3D printing stuff like this.
Ooh, look at that.
That'll go into stuff like this.
This is some dangerous shit. This is really some dangerous. Look, Costco with a 3D printer. This is dangerous.
I 3D printed floor, like the shelf that goes in here. So
that is awesome.
Okay, I need about
I am actually I'm working on a first. How to make this case will be coming out first, but after that, I'm actually in the middle of making a Death Star hallway type thing where there'll be this. It'll be a little thinner. This in the middle, and then computer terminals on the side with light, like the computer lights work, they'll blink and shit. So I can put this guy in there.
Ooh.
I'm like getting grails this week.
Nice
I see. I heard about that. I heard about that grail as well. Oh my god! Look what you. Ooh! Look at this guy. Look at this guy. It's Good Morning Grails all over again.
I feel like Moose because Moose, like, you find those deals and you're like, oh. So yeah, I couldn't pass them up. Like, they were not planned, obviously. Absolutely. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity on the price. So I couldn't. It was so good, almost retail. But yeah,
that's amazing. That is amazing.
So, but yeah, this is coming soon. Awesome. Actually, this is this was a test. So this is half of a full one, and they're gonna go that whole back row. It's gonna be a Death Star background. Like, these will be lit. There's a frame that this goes into, and you put the lights in. They'll have a piece of acrylic on the other side, white piece. But yeah, that whole back row is going to be a Death Star thing too. We're going to Death Star it all up.
I'm gonna have to commission some work from you because I want some Death Star backgrounds, and the Hot Toys ones are just not. They're good, but they're just I need that.
Yeah, I saw the one that comes with this. It's massive. Actually, this is a bit bigger, but it's still. I don't know. I mean, I can cut it down in the software and make it any size I want. I can make it thinner and fatter and longer, and so yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Just don't tell her that. Don't tell her that.
I'm gonna need some of those for my DF-120s or Acosta.
What?
I'm gonna need some of those for my DF-120s. I know you got your muscle racks, but I'm gonna don't
What do
discriminate.
you mean?
Don't
Do you not see what's in my room?
No.
I have.
He actually makes. He actually makes.
No.
I make
DF-120s.
my own DF racks.
I'm just saying,
Hold
don't
on.
discriminate.
This
You know, make
motherfucker.
make some printings that will fit in mine too, not just your.
Oh no!
okay.
Listen, I'm doing that right now. I'm gonna be I'm making them for all my cases. I'm gonna do this Batmobile case that I got. I'm gonna if this pops up, I'm
My
gonna switch
favorite-
my camera.
if
My
this pops
favorite,
up.
my
That's
favorite
just
case that you have done, by the way. That's just
The Batmobile one?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that's-
not done.
Oh my-
It's not done. Now I'm a cat. Now I'm a cat because this is
We have cats on screen.
well.
I like
when
where
it
this
pops
is
up,
going.
Right.
I have aluminum extrusion cases. This is basically a custom Magic case type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It looks
So
good.
yeah, I have them
I was
all
more or
over the
less
place.
just making a joke about don't discriminate just because you're making.
Oh, I'm not gonna discriminate, man. It's all custom
I know
too.
that a
That's
little
the
lot.
beauty of it.
Love
You want some? You measure your case. I'll print them out,
Ooh.
put them together because I still have to. So this isn't the finished product. This is gonna get all sanded down and then primer put on it, and then a nice
Release the
matte.
random.
It's still gonna get
I made some of those
release
back when I had
release
a
the
resin
random.
printer.
It's
They
still
were
gonna
little-
get painted and everything. So yeah, it'll be lots of fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm like putting at
Bit of
times I'm
fat
putting
on others.
videos aside so I could because it's making these are so much fun. Like here's my script for the whole making of this case.
Damn.
Oh, it's pages.
This man,
It's pages.
this man puts in the work, ladies and gentlemen. He
Yeah,
really
that's
did.
why it takes so long for me to do a video. I have like 15, 20 pages of script.
Thank you so
Crazy.
much, brother. Thank you so much. Want to bring another guy to the stage. This wonderful young man right here, who's just debonair in every way, and he is our 1/6 scale psychologist. What's up, brother? How you doing? Press X to continue.
Oh my gosh, Jay, my wallet, my emotions.
For real this time.
And you said we were starting at 8:10. You said we were starting at 8:10, and then my phone chirps and it's like live. And I'm flipping out. And I remember that line from Rogue One with Saw Gerrera. Do you remember that where he's like,
Yeah.
lies, deceptions, every day, more lies. And that was
That's the pre-show, baby. Pre-show. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. The pre-show, okay, so the pre-show works like this. The pre-show is for me to do shameless promotion. That's what it is. That's what the pregame show. So if you watch me early, that's what it is. We're just doing shameless promotion for other channels and other music videos that I will be dropping later this year to make more money to spend on Hot Toys figures, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Well, I'm glad to be here because let's face it, it's been raining men, 1/6 scale men.
That's
Hallelujah, it's raining 1/6 scale men. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's happening. It's all happening, and yet nothing's happening. We're in that weird in-between phase, aren't we? Where it's
We
all
are.
happening and nothing's happening.
That is
Exciting.
very true.
Exciting times.
That is very true.
As we
you so-
navigate this unknown, all of the unknowns.
all the damn unknowns. Before we
But yes,
continue,
Good to see
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we continue, want to give a shout out to Benjamin E. Green. Says, "What's up?" Said Jazz Inc. I'm excited about today's announcement regarding the animated real version of the Batman figure. We will be talking about that.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. We definitely will be talking about that. Thank you so much. We got Spice Runner here, fresh from Star Wars weekend, definitely. With his palette of Darth
Those
Vader.
photos were amazing. Those photos.
So if you need a Darth Vader, hit up Spice Runner. He got them things for $1,500 on Smash. Let him know. We also got Aaron Collects. What's up with Aaron? Aaron, what's up with you? I had the chance to chop it up with Aaron Collects last week. We had a ball, him and his lady. Absolutely. We had a great time in Annapolis, Maryland. It was amazing. I'm just glad that he made it out and made it off of Benning Road, because Benning Road ain't no way to play. It's no way to play at all. But he made it through there, and shout out to him. Definitely. Not too many people make it off of Benning Road or make it out of Benning Road. So I'm glad you did, brother. Coming to the stage, we got this brother right here, who is my real brother, by the way. And he says he has a PSA for us. So I can't wait to see what he has to say. Second Raja, what's up with you?
Well, you gave half of the PSA. You gave a good version. Literally before the reason why I'm late, sorry folks, is that I had a nice little heart to heart with our boy Aaron. Folks, and I'm going to look directly into the camera. If you decide to come to the DMV, please contact someone you know from the DMV, because if a hotel thing on your screen comes up to say best deal, 9 times out of 10, that best deal is not the right deal. Okay? Aaron is very lucky that he didn't get sold on the corner or been walking around butt naked like the dude hanging out the window in Bachelor Party. That could have happened to him. Only thing that saved him, if it was 5 years prior, yes, he would have been with a bomb pop running butt naked with a streak in his head. That's what would have happened. So, very true. Public service announcement: if you come to the DMV, there's a whole lot of things have changed here for the good, but you have those little pockets like you have any place else. And Benning Road is equivalent to the Duke's lair in Escape from New York.
He ain't ever lied.
When they talk about the night of the base heads, that's what you will find.
Yeah.
So, I think Benning Road's the last place in DC they haven't fully gentrified yet, and they dug in like ticks. So, Jesus. Word of advice: if you come to the DMV, please contact someone that is from there, and they can kind of tell you the ins and outs, or they have the FBI, what they call UCR, the Uniform Crime Reports, that you could put in an address, and it tells you where not to go. That's in the public service announcement. Okay.
Hold up.
That was very good. Shit.
Hold up. You gotta break it down.
We just need that clip.
New York. You gotta break it down. New York. You gotta tell them it's like Brownsville, New York, or Coney Island. You do not want to be there at night. You don't want to be there during the day.
You don't want to be there during the day.
The problem is, Lou, DC is
Coney
nothing
Island, come on.
DC is nothing but 4 square
Coney
miles.
Island.
It's nothing but 4 square miles. Some places in New York, you got some little stretches, but then too, y'all can relate to the alleys. DC is nothing but left.
That's it.
That's it.
And more left.
In a bunch of alleys.
Yep.
So if you don't know where you going, shit, Daredevil would be tired.
I spent 4 hours making a U-turn in DC once. I kid you not. I was going across a bridge, and I ended up in Georgetown going, why am I here?
That's how it is. That's it.
I was like, my hotel was right across from the bridge I was on. I tried to turn around and didn't let me get there.
That's exactly how it is.
You just have to be careful. Not saying the DMV is a bad place. Like every other place you go in the United States, you're gonna have your pockets. You're gonna have your pockets. But he found a pocket. He found a real deep pocket. And then
he found a deep pocket.
And a good deal for a hotel in DC is $250 a night. If you go below that, Lord help you.
Lord help you. Lord help you.
And by the way,
if you go any below than that, it's definitely you may see blood stains on the wall. They'll say it's Jello though. But it ain't Jello. Trust me, it's not. It's not Jello.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Before I get harassed for not using GPS, this was the 90s that U-turn happened. Okay. There was no
MapQuest days. Oh shit, MapQuest days. Hold on, Spice Runner says 1,500. He said 1,500. Nah, fam. 15K itch. God damn, Spice Runner.
Okay, so just
hold on. We got low key in the building. He says, "Sup, y'all? Aaron needs to stay out there with the streaks in his head, shaking my damn head." Would you say, second brother?
Man, look, it's see, people in DC before they gonna pounce on you, they be like a pack of hyenas and wolves. and then they'll let you walk around free for like 3 days.
Yeah.
That fourth day, but they feel like, oh, we ain't got the jump out squad. There's no feds around and nothing like that.
Mhm.
Then they gonna get you.
They gonna get you. They gonna get with you. They gonna get with you. They do.
Hey,
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for being here. I got 1/6 scale man in the back coming to the stage. Hardest working man on YouTube coming to the stage. This man has been doing his thing for 5 years on YouTube, maybe more than that at this point. I think we all been on YouTube for 5 years. But this man right here, without further ado, 1/6 scale man, how you doing, my brother?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. Hold on, what's up with that shirt? That shirt look dope, bro. Hold on, what's that?
What is it? Oh,
no,
nah,
my voice. What's that, man? That looks dope.
Oh, this was basically, again, if you don't already know, during the time that Target was basically supporting DEI.
Right.
And the DEI movement was good, was good. This is again my power, my voice, our voices. So definitely I was supporting a lot of Black up and coming fashion designers who were releasing these particular shirts. There was jackets, shirts, and stuff like that. So in publication for me, bro, I go around to different locations, whether it's Target, whether it's any place that I can actually find that, to kind of support, up and coming Black designers, Black poets, Black writers, Black whatever, just to kind of just uplift, the culture and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where this shirt came from. It's a friend of mine who basically was picked up and became one of the major designers for Target when it came to like the cultural experience. So it's not only just this shirt, but it was a jacket that he designed as well. This was about a good 2-3 years ago. Actually, it was right before Anaheim Celebration.
Gotcha.
I mean, not Anaheim Celebration. I'm sorry, London Star Wars Celebration. So, yeah, man, I've had this for a while, but I continue to definitely support wherever I can actually find it, especially now. So,
absolutely,
yeah, man, that's it. If you see it out there, support. I was up in Harlem. What was it? Saturday, all day. Had both my daughters, and we weren't shopping at these local, convenient, or local, stores and stuff like that. We were out on the markets out in Harlem. They were picking up
beautiful pictures as well, bro. Beautiful.
Yeah, appreciate
you and your
that,
daughters
bro.
together. Beautiful, man.
Appreciate that. And the beautiful thing about it, bro, is, and what's crazy, because I'm talking about one who's 26, one who's 13, and the mindset for both of them at that particular time was that we don't, I don't go out and buy sneakers. Sneakers is just for us. We don't really care. If you buy a comfortable pair of shoes, I'm good. They wanted to be out on the markets. They were purchasing jewelry, just art prints, stuff like that. They wanted to be outside on the strip, by the Apollo, markets, Upper Harlem. They wanted to be everywhere, but they wanted to mainly support. I took it over to Brooklyn. We went to, just some of the Brooklyn markets. They're all about the markets and spirituality. And that's what it was. My, shout out to Toya, who bought my 13-year-old this spiritual piece that she actually got. It was a ring that she got for it. She cherished it. She loved it. So again, bro, like I said, I think now, even in what we do, bro, I know a lot of people aren't really as spiritual, whatever, of course,
right,
Muslim, and I'm proud Muslim in the community. I don't care whoever else doesn't like it, but that's just what I am, and I always will be, and I always will give praise due to Allah anytime I get a chance to. But what I think is the lack thereof of recognizing, just a level, no matter what denomination where you are, bro. I mean, it's needed. It kind of helps center us, especially the takeaway from it is it kind of helps center yourself. We enjoy what we collect. We enjoy the art form, but you also have to have a bit of sensibility and recognition, for a higher power, especially in these times, man. And I'm not telling everybody they have to, bro. That's not, we have some people that are atheists and people who do not believe, and that's fine. That's completely fine. And I just have respect for those who do believe. That's all I'm saying. But
absolutely,
you know what I mean? But no, I think what it is like, I love the simple fact that we support an art form in this community. and my children are following with that as well. They don't care about the most expensive things. They just want things that really support the art form. So, yeah, man, you already know.
Absolutely, bro. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah,
Definitely,
man,
bro. Definitely,
amazing,
bro.
amazing. Like I said, beautiful pictures and just
Appreciate it, man.
seeing you together with your seeds. Just it's amazing,
Bro, it's the best moment in the world when you're with your kids, bro. It outweighs anything that we do in this community, bro. For real. Just being with them and just being out there and just watching how they bond and the things that they were into. My daughter, my youngest, my 13-year-old, bro, was amazing. I took her to, Midtown Comics, bro. She came out with $235 worth of books. She came out with, bro, like she's a turtle fan, bro. Anything that she could actually get. She's a turtle fan. She got a couple turtle pictures. She got the last Ronin statue that she's going to be taking home.
What?
Bro, she's not playing, bro. My daughter's not playing.
That's
My
amazing.
youngest is not playing, bro. She's a turtle fan. And when I say a turtle fan, she is a 13-year-old turtle fan and proud of it. She actually went over she went over to Foot Locker. She actually purchased, and I don't know if y'all know about the Mellow turtle sneakers that they actually got.
What?
Yeah,
Lou, don't you have those?
I don't have the mellows. I have the classics.
Got you.
The mellows, they did 2 sets. You get one pair with one turtle
orange, and the other one is green, and then they have the green, the red and purple. Yeah, something
orange,
like that.
Purple, blue and red.
Yeah,
those are the patterns. If you was able to get all sets, you was able to get the exclusive shredders. But also they did the what was it? Baxter the Fly and Crane. So yeah, they pretty much ran through everybody. But
yeah, bro,
I got
she was out there. But she was in there. She put them shoes on. They was like, I didn't know you were a turtle fan. She was like, I'm out here. She's only 13, bro. She's a turtle fan, bro. Like, she loves it. So I was so proud to see it, bro.
That's what's up. Want to give, before we continue, we got 80 people in here, guys. Thank you so much. 42 minutes in the show. I mean, that's why we start early. You get a little bit, you get a little bit extra.
I had known you had Miles on here, I wouldn't have came on because he cheats too much.
Actually, I got a little bit of news, you guys. I don't know if you've seen this yet. I don't know how recent this is, but apparently they're looking at doing a Mace Windu movie.
Yeah.
Bryce
Dallas Howard, she's interested in doing it. She's pitching it. Yeah.
She's pitching it.
Yeah, she's been pitching it to Lucasfilm. So yeah, I would love that, bro.
I would love that. She would do a great job with that.
Oh, man, she's amazing, bro.
She's oh my gosh, she's
amazing, bro.
And I got a crush on her. Sorry. Wifey knows. We're allowed to have celebrity crushes. I want to highlight some comments here. We had some people in here. Want to Jagron 2. I always mess it up. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but thank you for the $2 bomb. It says, how he's trolling. He is trolling. Boots are not an accessory on the Range Trooper. He is trolling me with that. I know he is, because he made boots an accessory. That is funny, and we will be talking about that in a few minutes. That is crazy.
Yeah, our figures don't come with shoes.
Right. We got Hawk Wars Toys. Want to give a shout out to Hawk Wars Toys. This Hawk Wars saves my ass when I'm not buying toys overseas, paying way over than what I should be for them. I usually have those figures that I miss, and Hawk Wars always comes around and save my ass and be like, Jay, I got you. Here we go. So Hawk Wars is my guy. That is the man right there. Double box your shit, sends it to you quick, and gives you a corresponding comic book and stickers. So that's my man right there. Hawk Wars, hit him up on eBay. I mean, man, he's the man. That's all I can say. That is my guy right there. Seriously. I mean, yeah, that's the guy, number one guy, honestly, to buy from. He will work with you. Seriously. Definitely. We also got Wills 305 in the building. What up with you? Definitely. Always good to have you here. Love that damn thumbnail. That's just killer right there, bro. That's killer. We also got Rand's Talented Tino, the most talented man in the world, always with his finger on quick dial when it comes to any drops. If we need information, I don't even go to Hot Toys on Facebook no more. I just go and see what Rand's sent me something. I already know it needs to be reported on. So that's what's up. Rand's most talented guy in the world, painting yet another masterpiece with his eyelash, ladies and gentlemen. That's how much talent this guy's got. That's a fucking eyelash. There we go. Also, want to give a shout out to Spice Runner. He said people will be renting out Aaron's DuPont Circle. Holy shit!
That's funny as shit.
Damn.
Spice needs to stop. That's
Spice.
Shit.
You can only be Spice. There we know Spice is really from the area. Second brother, we know Spice. Spice is down. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Spice is down.
Yeah.
We can only.
He's talking about old DuPont Circle. Oh yeah.
He ain't never lied.
Talking about the flute and the violin, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
God damn. Spice you damn. Spice you crazy as shit.
Crazy.
Crazy. We got Ben Thomas right here. Thank you so much, Ben Thomas. Man, dude, we got it. We need you on the show, man. I'm gonna send your ass a link if you're available. Seriously, bro. We need you on the show, bro. We need you on the show now. Do it now. Definitely. But thank you so much for being here. Definitely, brother. All right, guys. So we need to really go ahead and jump in on some stuff that was shown. Like I said at the top of the show, it was a lot of shit that Hot Toys put out last night, and I want to start with this one real quick, because here we are with another range trooper, and you know, a lot of us thought that, damn, we missed out on it, we're not going to get it again. Boom, here we are with the range trooper right here. Before I get I don't only want your thoughts on this figure, but I also want to know, what do y'all think about this? This is kind of telling right here. So all the exclusives that we get, like we were all butthurt upset about, oh, I didn't get Artisan Anakin, damn it, I didn't get it. Then they come out with Darth Vader's Sith Apprentice, which is another Anakin, essentially. But only a few people can get it. So we're like, damn, still, it was another kick in the teeth. But who knows? This has me thinking that maybe we will get another Dark Side Anakin later on down the line, because look at this release right here. They gave us the Range Trooper, a limited version, not too long ago. What was it, about 5 months ago, if that? And here we are with a general released Range Trooper. Second brother, I want to go to you first. What is your thoughts on this?
Dude, you must have been vibing the shit out of me, because I'm gonna call this straight bullshit. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna make it plain. Make it plain, because now it's just like everything is becoming thin. Becoming real, you know, collecting things becoming real thin. But now it's evident everything is a cash grab. And I understand that companies there to make money, they try to keep themselves relevant. But when you keep doing shit like this, the well's going to run dry. Because the next exclusive that you're probably going to pop out with, and as some people have known, some of them exclusives have taken a while for them to sell out. They don't immediately sell out like they used to. And then you got, you know, the Dark Side Anakin thing, where a promise was so-called, I won't say a promise was made, a statement was made that it's 1,000 pieces that's going to be out for people that at least going to have the attempt to try to get. You know, it's all well and good and try to throw an Andor label on it, because when I saw that Range Trooper in that episode, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And damn sure you wake up, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
I think what it is that, you know, we love chase figures, and we know the company's in there for business, but you know, it's almost like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tease you guys with this and kiss you on the cheek, and then turn around and kick you in the ass in a few months. And you feel like all you did was just did all that running and going in lines and queues and all that shit, essentially for a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Pair of boots. So
not even.
But not even.
Not even, because
not
you get
even.
the boots with
Not
this.
even.
You get the boots with this one.
yeah.
You got 30 days though, or 28 days.
Is $5 less than the first exclusive, and you get more with this release.
Is it magnetic? Is it magnetic?
So I don't know, but the one thing I think the most exclusive thing about the first release was the fact that you got less for $5 more. That feels pretty exclusive to me.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's all good because if you want the army build with the troopers, you can. You know,
Yeah.
some people out there paid $1,200 to get 3 of them. I know somebody have done that.
That's true.
They spent $1,200 to get 3 of them. Then you see this, then just like, damn.
So imagine all the people out there that's spending, you know, $1,500 to $1,000, you know, $1,000, you know, for the Artisan Anakin or the Artisan Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just has me thinking that what we're seeing, and Lou knows about this, Lou and Maz, y'all both know about this, that we've seen these practices with other companies such as NECA, you know what I'm saying, such as Mezco. So it's like, what do we, you know, I think the message is that patience is a virtue.
There you go.
It definitely is a virtue. Now I'm saying that, and I'm Mr. Gotta have it now, but I also have a YouTube channel. I also, you know, go get little kickbacks and shit from YouTube and stuff. So I mean, teach his own. But you know, when you see stuff like this, it does kind of make it kind of like, what are we doing here? I want to throw it back to Press X. I want to throw to Press X just to get you know, more insight on this, man. How do you know, your thoughts on this?
I mean, a part of me sees why they did it, because we all thought it was short-sighted to put out a trooper and make it so that it was limited to 1 per customer, but also to put people through the Hunger Games in order to get it. When in reality, we were all like, well, if we could have purchased more, we would have purchased more. And a lot of people said, if we could have purchased more, we would have purchased more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've given us the opportunity. I think they realized that. I think they realized, oh, this is something people want. But also, we could have sold a lot more of these. Now, I still want to know what differentiates the exclusive from this particular release, because I think that you probably could have done this in a way that would have made all parties happy. I wouldn't say it would make all parties happy, because if they hadn't given this the boots, then you could say, okay, the first was exclusive. That was exclusive to Solo because of the train heist scene, because they used the magnetic boots on the train.
Right.
It's a Solo figure. In Andor, they didn't have the boots on, and so this is an Andor figure. It's the same figure, except, you know, the first being an exclusive. It has the boots. It has the fancy boots. This has the fancy boots and the other boots, and has a rocket launcher, and has the gun that came with the first one.
Yeah.
And it's $5 less.
Right.
What are we doing? Like, what are we doing, Hot Toys? That's just crazy to me. Maz, I want to go to you. Your thoughts on this piece? Is this something that you're thinking of getting, or, you know, and what is Hot Toys doing, bro?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm pretty burned out on the Star Wars stuff for Hot Toys. I mean, you got to really hit me over the head with a really good figure for me to buy it now. And sure, you know, the Anakin would have been cool and all, but I'm not going to go chasing my tail to get that kind of stuff either. I'll live. I'll be all right. Yeah. I would rather get more pop culture significant stuff like, you know, new Predators, you know, Aliens, you know, all that kind of just anything that's out of this. I'm done with the Star Wars lane pretty much. I mean, I'll keep the ones that I got, but I don't see myself jumping through hoops to get anything else right now. And as far as the boots thing, I think they just had some boots left over.
Yeah.
I think they just had some produced left over. Somebody found them in a box going, oh, look, we can do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you guys are all into it, I'm not knocking that. It's just that they've burnt me out. If I'm going to army build anything right now, my new thing is Warhammer. I'm going to army build some Joy Toy Warhammer figures.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
No, that totally makes sense, you know, and that's the thing. They're kind of has Star Wars. They have Star Wars collectors running ragged at this point. Maz brings up a great point on that. And that's how I'm feeling. We're running ragged. We're like, oh, this is exclusive. I want this. Oh, I want that. And that's exactly what's going to end up happening. You'll get burnt out, and then you'll be like, you know what? It's just safer and just better going to other lanes. I'll collect DC. I'll collect other stuff. It's just they're doing too much too soon. Is the way I feel about it personally. Before we continue, guys, I didn't realize we had a birthday, and I'm so sorry about that. Want to give a shout out to and a birthday shout out to the talented Ren's Talentino. Brother,
Oh.
thank you so much and
Happy
happy
birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
We got a special
birthday,
video.
Ren.
Got a special video for you. Here you go. I thought it had music, but happy birthday, Ren.
Yeah, it's very,
I was
very,
expecting Costa to jump out of it, you know.
all you needed is that old data sheet, that happy birthday from the office. Yeah.
Oh, we need Randall to like record a birthday video.
No.
for Ren.
It would have been perfect.
With him
If
singing,
that cake
Randall was
jumped
singing Mr. Hold on, I got it. Randall singing "Happy Birthday," Marilyn Monroe style would have been. I need that. I need that, Costa. I need you to do that.
I don't know if I can be all sultry with that. Can I be sultry, baby?
There you go.
Happy birthday to you.
There it is.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Randall. I need to get my dollar bills. Hold on.
Happy birthday, Mr. Ren's Talentino president. Happy birthday to you.
Come he has to do a show to take along with
And
it.
many more. I should have brought Randall
That
out.
might be more of George Burns.
He's out in the corner.
He said George Burns.
No, that's more. It was more like what's his face? What's his name?
I know you're talking
Oh my god, I forgot his name. He's an old vaudevillian guy.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, hey, little lady over there, come over here.
I think Timothy Dickinson and
Jimmy Durant.
and
Yes!
and Miles, y'all need to
Jimmy
y'all need-
Durante, baby.
Y'all need a show. I mean, what the hell is this? Oh
Well,
my
that's
God.
that's an AI. That's what Tim looks like in AI Muppet form. You can make yourself a Muppet.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Need to
Oh,
do that.
shit. I'm about to do that. Shit. That's what's up. But definitely. wanna go-
I think
jump-
Randall's broken.
Oh shit. Jumping back to the range trooper. We got 104 people in here, guys. Thank you so
Hit
much.
that like button.
Hit that goddamn like button. Please do so. Staying with you, Maz. Actually, I'm sorry, not Maz, but staying with you, Costa. And I see you got Randall ready for us. Your thoughts on this range trooper? And just what the hell is Hot Toys doing?
Hot Toys is giving me what I want because I don't give a shit what you guys out there are like. Oh, the chase. I'm too old for the chase. I was in the 90s going to Walmart at 2 a.m. chasing Hasbro Star Wars figures. I've been chasing for 30 plus years. I'm ready to
90s
calm
figures,
down.
Man, I'll give you a whole bunch of them.
What?
I said you
Chase
chased
what?
those 90s Phantom Menace figures.
Listen,
I was
they
gonna say, get
came
your
out
Power of
in
the Force
'95.
figures.
That was the thing, my friend.
Oh, I know. I remember
I
everybody
saw-
hitting the KB toys and stuff, man, just going all
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
They know
Now
I
you
got
can't
cases
do
and
that.
cases of them.
I
No.
sold those in 2000 and made a shit ton of money on them.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
Awesome, dude.
with the exclusives, I saved a couple for myself. You know, the like the mail away stuff I saved. So I have those in the basement. But I am all for making it easier for me to get things that I want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Also, when I buy something, it is very rare for me to sell. Very rare for me to sell anything. So I'm like, what Hot Toys is doing has been done for 30 plus years. It's not a new thing.
Right.
It's not a new thing. And if you, I'm fine with it. I like if I buy something now because I want it now and it comes out later for a cheaper price, I can't be mad. Like,
yeah,
I can't be mad at that because I'm gonna guess at some point this Marty McFly is gonna come out and Actually, it might not be cheaper than what I got it. So I don't know what the prices today, because I got hit hard. I didn't get hit hard. I got hit like $25 for the for Tariff for Artisan Anakin. So that wasn't much, but I shouldn't pay. Here's the thing: we can rationalize all that shit and be like, oh, it's not too bad, but I shouldn't have had to pay anything extra.
Exactly.
That's the thing. You shouldn't have.
Exactly.
But this range trooper is awesome. It'll give me a chance to get a dose. So troopers, maybe Howard was like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't do the troopers.
And I was going to ask you that. That's, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. If they just rethought the whole thing with this. Like shit, troopers we shouldn't do this with.
And we have no idea why it's $5 cheaper, because at the time the range trooper, when it came out 3 months ago, we don't know what the manufacturing costs were then and what they are now, and what, like, I mean, if we still have tariffs when this gets released, which from what you hear, you don't know what the fuck is going on. He says no tariffs, and then his press secretary is like, no, we're keeping them. And you're just like, what the fuck? You're making me go crazy. But yeah, I like this. I have no problem. I don't need something that's super duper limited. Like, who am I showing off that to? This is my collection. I want it to make me feel good. I don't give a shit what other people think about my collection. If they like it, awesome. They're not going to be, like I said it a million times, they're not going to look at these Ghostbusters and be like, oh shit, are those the limited edition? Are those the Blitzway ones that nobody can get? Or they're going for whatever? Nobody in my orbit, except for you guys who aren't here. Like, nobody's coming to my room to see this stuff. It's me. Yeah. It's my stuff.
He walks in and I'm just standing in his room. It's like, okay, he's got weird
hold on. I'm gonna say this. Costa's full of shit. He's gonna be damn well. He'll be like, he's gonna sit back and be like, you goddamn right, they're the Blitzways, bitch. You think I had some?
No, let me tell you why. I'm excited for the new ones that are gonna hopefully go on pre-order soon. I am happy. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna. These will probably cost exactly the same as what I paid for. Like, the new ones will probably cost exactly what I paid for these. With the way time passing and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't need, like, 15 years of therapy. That black hole it's not fully filled, but I don't need to like that Artisan Anakin. I want it like so bad, but I'm not going to spend more than $100 more or what. Like, I have a range for aftermarket shit. Like, I won't really go too much past that. So congrats to everybody who didn't get this, and you can get it. Also, you have 28 days if you want those boots. If you want that boot as an accessory, you got 28 days. After that, you are not getting those boots. So
fucking Howard is trolling,
and that's how they should do all these. Yeah. They should all be timed. Artisan Anakin, whatever. They should all be timed.
The Artisan's got a production bottleneck, unfortunately. Yeah.
What'd you say, Chris?
I was going to say consistency. If there was consistency with these releases, and you're like, oh, here's how we release things, great. Instead of, hey, you have less than no time to think about this. Now it's up for pre-order. Get in the queue. Oh, you got lucky and got one. You missed out. Maybe you bought one on the aftermarket, only to then turn around a few months later and say, here's a window, and you can get it without any fuss. Why can't it all be that way?
Here's a window to get a coin. Here's a window to get some boots. Here's a window to get nothing.
Well, here's what I think. There's going to be another version of that Anakin without that shitty base, because I don't like that base. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to add a couple of things here and there. Yeah, and then be $5 cheaper.
But it's all been into. It's all about patience, like we just talked about before.
Yeah,
I'm a car guy. When I bought my Corvette around here, they was charging $20,000 above sticker. And I told them, I said, shit, it sit there. I wait. And then I end up getting a car for 12 grand off out of state somewhere. You just have to sit there and have to be patient. But as when it gets with these figures, you know, I think everyone would prefer for it to be a time release.
Yes.
Instead of you going through the queue, sneaking off work, being in the bathroom, taking an extended shit, while you're trying to in the queue trying to get a figure, you know, try not to get into a car accident. Like I was in the queue for Jack Sparrow, trying to, you know, work magic doing that. So if, you know, some of us like to chase, some of us understand costs, because I was in that same boat with you, man. Jay,
I'm old, man.
Midnights, knocking over, wait for people to pull out boxes. We take the box around the corner, run it through shit, and do all kind. You know, sometimes it's some fun to it, but you get older, where you're like, you know what, I like to go ahead and get what I like, and then if it gets here, great. I mean, personally, that's where I'm at now.
Absolutely.
Like Spider-Punk came today. I'm like, all right, bring it down here, put it on the top of the rest of the boxes, and I get to them when I can. Because I want to take time and savor opening them instead of not having them rushed.
It's called an of riches.
Well, the thing with the Artisan line, though, the reason why that can't work is because they can only produce but so many. So they have to limit how many they produce. So the pre-order window of a month isn't really going to work for that.
But what about Inart?
Well,
they
Inart
put theirs on for a while. What?
They only produce but so many as well. They just don't tell you how many they make.
They have it as a window. They don't have it as a Hunger Games-esque queue. Somebody puts it up, you go, you order it within that window, and then if you decide to order it then awesome. But that Inart is able to do it. I don't understand why Hot Toys can't. They're a bigger company.
It's price higher too.
It's price higher than Hot Toys, and then another thing of it is it's a thing called
safety
marketing.
also.
It's called marketing. It's marketing. It's marketing. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. It's to keep us talking. That's really what this is. This is totally nothing else but marketing. I mean, of course, it's also they have a certain batch and a certain number that they can make, of course, and they are a company that makes more figures than any other company. But it's also about marketing. That's
y'all remember that 000, right? The 000 that was also an exclusive and that was exclusive, but the companion piece wasn't.
Right.
Well, it would not surprise me if they re-released 000 just to sell through those.
Of course. They will. It's and sure as shit you brought it up. It's definitely going to happen. I do want to go because we got a big panel tonight. I want to go to Loco Lu real quick, and I got to go to Lael as well. Lou, your thoughts on this Range Trooper and what the hell is Hot Toys? What the hell is Hot Toys doing?
Oh, Hot Toys is being smart. We saw what happened in Celebrations when we saw the trailer for Andor, right?
Yep.
We saw what was coming up for the Mandalorian, right? These troopers blend into those specific eras of Star Wars. So it makes sense that they're going to bring them out again because they did it with the Shadow Trooper. They did it with regular Stormtrooper. Hell, they did it with the Death Troopers. So troopers, especially when it comes to OT and continuing, they're not going to not give us a reissue. They'll give us a reissue so close together. It's more like they're kind of admitting that they shot themselves in the foot with this one because it's like, yeah, we could have left this window open for people to purchase. Now they're giving us the view of, get it within the 20-day mark and, you get yourself the exclusive. If not, right? Yep. But to me, it's more of that Hasbro mentality. It's like, we're going to make you one, say that it's new, and wait 2 months later and give you the same thing and just add 2 more new things to it and then reduce the price just to say, hey, you thought it was done? Nah, come. I want your money. Come on, give me your monies. I want the monies. Forget the tariffs. You don't worry about the tariffs. Uncle Howie got you. I'll knock $5 off just to make you feel better. Come on. You want to buy. You want to buy.
Well, how about this? You reduce the price of the figure to equal out the tariff that you have to pay.
Bingo. But he won't do that. He just reduced the $5 just to make you think that you're getting the deal and give you a rocket launcher that's basically hollow plastic for nothing. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Yeah, I really want that rocket launcher.
don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna print those. 3D print that shit out of
You
them.
know,
You could. You definitely
Wasn't that
could.
rocket launcher for Battlefront?
It's easy to do. And here's the thing with this. If you was in a hurry to get it and you missed it, now use your chance. Now you okay. I was happy I missed out on it, but now I really can get it. Do I really want it in my collection? And it's something that you really have to think about. For me, I can get it. It will go great with either Andor or Mando. Don't matter. I have them both. You know, I have them both. Andor is already, locked in.
Right.
With the K2 droid. They're locked in already. Granted, I'm going to pay for it when the terms come in, but, they're locked in. But it's a snowtrooper. Like, not many figures you can take outside in the wilderness and worry about, damaging the figure. Snow ain't going to do nothing to the damn figure. Snow ain't going to do nothing. And this right here, it will be nice to take out shots outside and whatnot. Granted, you won't be freezing your ass, but, it looks nice. It's great for shots, but it's also a nice looking trooper. You can't front. It's a nice looking trooper.
It really is. I think that's why they probably went and did a reissue of it. Because like you said, Lou, they knew damn well that people saw that trailer at Star Wars Week. They saw it the Star Wars weekend last weekend. At Celebration, excuse me. And they knew that people wanted this. And when people missed out on that initial release, people also want it too. So it makes sense that they're doing this, and they are being smart. And we've seen this from other companies. We have seen this. So it's one of those things where it is.
I have a question. I don't know exactly when this was first teased, the original one, and when it was put up, but was it by chance during the age where SideShow had cut back on how much they're ordering? Because this could be just they're like, all right, so SideShow won't order as many anymore, so maybe if we limit it and it sells through, then we'll do it again under a different IP, and that way, they can, because troopers make them money. I mean, it's all the same mold. I mean, it's just a matter of
all of them are doing that now to try to control.
That makes a lot of sense.
So maybe just controlling the release of it so that it doesn't sit. They can just put out another batch and just.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Re-editing the box. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
That
makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Hasbro does that too. They'll give you the pizza Spider-Man, and that Spider-Man gets repackaged with maybe some new paint, but that same head sculpts and maybe one newer, and it comes in a tube.
Yeah, the smaller toy companies are famous for doing that, just reusing.
Bingo. They'll remold, repurpose, and repackage. And Hot Toys is doing the same thing when we get 2.0s. Granted, we get new bodies, but the method of going about it is pretty much the same.
Nope. That makes a lot of sense. Lael, I know you've been waiting. I'm sorry to keep you waiting last week. You do have a big panel tonight. Your thoughts on this piece, and is this something that you're looking to get? Because I know you like to have multiple troopers or have two of each. So this looks like this is right up your alley.
Yeah, I don't. It's to each their own, bro. I mean, for me, this is Star Wars, bro, and I don't complain about it. That's just the way I basically see it. I don't complain about is this a chase figure or if they're releasing boots. If they're not, I really don't complain about it because of the simple fact that, one, again, we know what SideShow has been through. We know what Hot Toys is going through. We know what these companies are going through. You release a big batch, people say that they want these figures, and when they come out, they don't get them. These sit on the shelf for the longest period of time. So what they did, they released a smaller batch to gauge. Again, it was basically in purgatory for the longest time. So they released a smaller batch just to gauge to see the interest. They knew that a lot of people were interested in this piece. Yes, I already know that they were informed. They were informed about Andor. They were informed about the Mandalorian. They knew that these things were coming, but they wanted to gauge the market just to basically see. Now, what's dope about this is, and here's the thing, bro, this is closely related for me. It's related to OT. And I say that because I was a super fan, and I'm still a super fan of the Snowtroopers from Empire Strikes Back. You know what I mean? I am a fan of those figures. Now, remind you, this isn't the first time we actually seen a bazooka with this particular trooper, because we saw it with the Snowtrooper as well. We got the same thing. So here's the thing, bro. They're releasing something like this, It's closely related to nostalgia. It's Star Wars. For those who couldn't get a chance and never had a chance to get it, they have a chance to get it now. This particular rendition, and I liked it because, again, it made no sense to have this particular figure indoors with those magnetic boots. It didn't.
Right.
So they did it for mobility. You know what I mean? They wanted to basically have this particular this figure mobile, performance, whatever. Now they're giving you the option where they say, okay, cool. If you like the boots, we'll give you that accessory too. But they are adding the bazooka with this particular piece. Look, I am not mad at this, bro, because this is not the first time that Hot Toys has done this. We honestly, bro, like, and again, I can't, and this is nothing against anybody, but I think at some point we complain about the same things, knowing it always happens. So what does that do? Like, if we're complaining about this, if we're always talking about, oh man, like they're doing this as another re-release, it's a cash grab. They've been doing this, and it's not the only company that does it. There's so many other companies. Hasbro's been doing this. Hell, Kenner did that years ago.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
They always do it, bro. So if they are continuing to do these things, why are we wasting so much energy complaining about it, right? If you just don't want to get it, you can avoid it. Just be like, nah, I already have it, or I have no common interest in it. But I'm not going to complain about it because also it gives people who didn't get a chance to get it, now they have options. Now they can get something that they probably wanted to have in their collection. And then on top of that, incentive for those who may already have it to say, hey, here's one with a bazooka without the boots. If you want to have a range trooper with options, you have it. I love this tactic, bro. I love them doing this. I love this trooper. I'm extremely excited about it. I mean, again, the tailoring on this, it's one of the sharpest troopers I have ever seen, bro. Ever seen. I am a super fan of this particular figure. So I'm just basically saying, look, it's not for everybody. And yes, this is a re-release on a figure that probably some people already have, but it goes with the IP. It's not like it wasn't attached to Andor. It's not like it's not attached to the Mandalorian and they're just deciding to do it. It goes with the narrative. So I'm glad they're doing it, bro. It gives people options. If I want to actually get a third one, which I will with this bazooka because this looks damn good, then I have it. But I'm not going to, exude a whole bunch of energy on it, complaining about something, knowing that for every figure that Hot Toys gives us, there's going to be a 2.0. There is going to be a 2.0 someday. I don't care. Don't act like it won't, because it will be. So I just sit, I look, I observe, just like all them damn Iron Man figures that they've done. If I didn't want to get it, I didn't have to get it. Just like every Spider-Man figure that's released. If I don't want to get it, I'm not going to get it. Just like every clone trooper that's basically being released. Just like that Rex. Hell, I already have Rex for Clone Wars, and it's almost the damn same. I don't need to get that figure. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have it. But I'm not going to be mad because they did it, because it goes with the narrative. He showed up in Ahsoka. So this is what we're actually getting. And it bodes well to say, okay, cool. I'm looking towards the future, because if they're giving this figure to us from Andor, we're also getting Andor's figure. That means there's a possibility for us to get a Luthen, Dejamira, Mon Mothma.
Yes,
we can. There's so many other figures that there's a possibility. So hell, give us this shit. I'm not going to complain about it, so you can stop and say, okay, well, they're not happy about this. Maybe we shouldn't give them anything else from this line. I want you to give us more. So that's why I'm silent. I'm shutting the fuck up. And I'm saying, you know what? What you going to give us? I welcome. Whatever I don't want from that line, I don't have to get it. But I'm not going to complain about it. Welcome it, Hot Toys. At least you're giving us something.
Yeah.
Well said. Totally well said. Want to give a shout out to Austin C. What's up with you? He said, what's up, brother cousins? What's up with you? That's my day one right there. Definitely, bro. No, I mean... Definitely. Louise, what did you say? He said, we as the community, he said, need to stop always looking for the next one. And it's going to be hard, because that's kind of what collecting, they kind of condition us to what it is. He said, but please enjoy what you have now, or otherwise, what is even the point? It's a good point. He said, we should be happy that more people can enjoy it. That is good. I mean, that is cool.
One last thing, Jay, and I'm not going to, and I'll move on from it. So what happens when they release something and re-release something that you really like? You're going to be for it, right? You're going to be like, oh, I love this shit. But if something
yeah.
that somebody else doesn't like and they complain about it, you're gonna be like, well, why y'all complain? But so I don't want to be that person that does it for something that I really don't want, but somebody else may
The
want.
simple thing with that is just
Be
don't put an
happy for 'em.
exclusive. Just don't put an exclusive label on it. Just don't.
That
Just as simple as that. Don't put exclusive. Because when you put exclusives on there, you make it unique. You put a label on it being unique. And
That's a good
people like
point.
things that are unique. And if you turn around and put a label on that, and then you go around and you can double back and you do what they're doing now, it turn around, it cheapens it, it loses the shine off of it, and you cannot just keep crying wolf. I understand the fact that it gives people the opportunity to do to get the figure, whatever. When you put a label exclusive on there, that's what it means. And when you turn around and you're playing around with, okay, well, we're going to do this and do this. No, it's like, I stand on what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's a cash grab. Like now, I'm looking at, they come pop up with another exclusive or something like that pop on it. I'm not going to rush to get it. I'm not going to rush to go through it, because that's just, like you said, marketing. It's just a ploy.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yes.
I look at it when something says it's exclusive, I look at it as something that's being original. And it's like, we're not going to create it. That's why I saw transitioning into art prints.
It does. But here's the thing. You know what the problem is with the exclusives? We cried about it. And they started giving us exclusive pieces.
Yeah.
We were the ones that were highly vocal about the exclusivity of these pieces. We wanted it so bad. Every time they release a figure, oh, I'm mad, man. Why are you releasing? Why can't we have something that's just exclusive to me? And then they started doing that shit, right? And now we're upset about it because they're doing it. So you're right. I don't think that they should do it. I'm in 100% agreement with you when it comes to exclusives. But for the almost 70 to 75% of the individuals out there that were crying about that shit,
I was not crying about it because I was collecting backwards. I'm like, oh God, I missed out on all these things. I did not want exclusives.
But I'm
I am
saying,
not
like,
about.
there's always when things like this happen, and again, I have been saying for the longest time, I don't like exclusives. I don't think they should do exclusives, because again, it gives everybody the opportunity to get it. Now, from a company standpoint, I can understand maybe they're doing exclusives because of the simple fact that, I'm sorry, SideShow, but y'all sitting on a lot of shit that y'all can't get rid of. But it's up to y'all, because y'all refuse to mark that shit the fuck down and get rid of it.
Right.
You just want to sit at the original price. That's on y'all. Don't complain about the shit you got in stock if you're not willing to mark it down because you're greedy as fuck. You know what I mean?
Give it out
And
free,
that's
though.
what happened. Exactly. And give it out free. You tried to give that damn hologram Iron Man out for free for the longest time. Hell, you was trying to give Captain Marvel away for free. That didn't succeed, and she's still sitting at retail price on your damn your platform. So that's what I'm saying, like, bro.
SideShow, if you give it, I will take one of those.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I'm just saying, I will take
it's bro, it's here. Like, it's crazy how this shit actually works, bro. Like, it's really crazy how you see it. I really stand behind the no exclusive options, because again, that shit that with Anakin, that was honestly, bro, looking at that shit, that is real fucked up. That's a fucked up business.
And we're going to talk about it, because my thing with this is, with exclusives, is this. I want to give a couple of shout outs real quick. Lumi, what you say? You said, can y'all cry about Okoye and Hano Storm so we can get it?
Facts.
We need it.
But here's the thing. We've been crying about that, and they're just like, we gives no fucks.
That's very true.
This is very true. What, 2 months of after Solo Trooper, and this doesn't ship until 2026. So crazy how this is ready to roll. Just send it. That's true. That's true.
And that's what don't make sense to me, bro.
True 6 elbow. That is true.
It don't, because the mold is there. They have the mold. All they did was change the damn boots and added a bazooka. That's the mold is there, bro. So why the long delay? And the only thing I can actually say to that is, again, mass production on this piece of what they expect.
Yeah.
It's that, and then it's also like they have other stuff, they have other things churning and burning right now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's other stuff coming in those warehouses. I mean, I don't want to speak out of school, but a lot of people would use a lot of different. I think Blitzway and Hotsway use the same warehouse. So when things are ready, they're ready when they're ready, and I'm sure there's schedules that we have no information of how those scheduling works. Now I don't, but I'm sure that they probably had Wolverine coming. They got all these other stuff, all these other Hera. They got all this other stuff like churning and burning being churned out. So that's just not on the schedule yet, which that would make sense. But going back to the I want to send a shout out to Figure Craft real quick. It says, "What's up, Jay Stack Pam?" Yes, it is, brother. Absolutely, that's how we roll. Definitely. But going back to the exclusivity conversation, I want exclusive figures. Back in my day, I remember I used to collect in the 80s. I had the Police Academy set. They made Police Academy animation figures, cartoon figures, and I remember you had Melloway figures, and I had a Melloway Captain Harris, I believe. And they didn't give me that one for some reason. They end up giving me House with a big sandwich, big black dude with a sandwich. Crazy figure. I know people are like, where the hell is he going with this? But where I'm going with this is they gave you these figures, like exclusive figures, was figures that they weren't the type of figures that they would mass produce. You know what I'm saying? They would be like a Mon Mothma. They would be stuff like that. They would be like a Porkins, like stuff like that would be your exclusives figure. Same way with the McFarlane Collector Club back in the day. You would get figures like, you would get Tony Twist, or you would get Billy Kincaid, stuff that they would not mass produce, but stuff that you would, that you would want to finish your collection with. It was for like the true collector.
It was tricky as hell.
And that's what to me exclusive is. When you take like an Artisan Anakin and you make that an exclusive doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I believe in this right here is just
rubbing it in your face.
Bro, here's the thing. In second brother, you probably would agree with this. When they did give us exclusives, it was a time release. You had a couple of days to get, or maybe 1 or 2 days to basically put your bid in before they said, let's take it off. That was fair. And I get that. It was a fair run. Doing that shit is a fucking Q race, or only releasing these, and bro, come on, that bro, you're North American market when it comes to Star Wars, and that's what is crazy as fuck to me. You did this in Japan, and as we can attest, Uncle Keith said that shit last night. Yo, Japan is not really up on Star Wars like we are in these other, especially the North American market. Why not expand that shit for us motherfuckers over here who want the shit and would love to have it? But you do that over there. And that's the crazy part. Like it's especially for this, bro, to the point where honestly, bro, the way I'm sitting right now, I don't want to look at another motherfucking Anakin figure ever again, bro. Because the way that if it ends up being like this, if they do this shit again, and damn, if they only have like 500 released for SideShow, that shit's gonna be worse than the fuck. It's gonna be Armageddon, bro. Straight up.
Again, the fucked up thing about this is people out there paying $1,200-$1,500 for that figure.
Yeah,
you already know 3 months from now they're gonna come out because they're gonna look at it and say, "Damn, it's sold out like this. We need more money." So that greed is gonna come in. The greed is gonna come into play, and then it's gonna come stateside. And next, like you said, 3,000 pieces or whatever. And then you're gonna sit back like, "Fuck, I just paid $1,500 for this," but that's a part of the game. Honestly, I turn around and the more I think about it, it was more advantage to the fucking scalpers that was there at the celebration, just strictly to buy that figure to do what is being done right now.
Yeah. And why do you and you bring up a good point on that? And why do you think that? I mean, me personally, I think we've been saying this. A healthy secondary market is good for your brand. It is. And we know the secondary market right now for a lot of these figures ain't shit. Let's be honest. It's not shit. If you're selling a figure, and you shouldn't be getting into Hot Toys to sell figures. One thing, get into stocks, get into something else. But if you do, have to do that, it's not good. It's just not. Bro. But this is, once again, this is marketing, because when they drop this, were we talking about Inart Were we talking about game toys? Were we talking about Asmus?
We ain't been talking about them motherfuckers for a few months,
We
bro.
ain't talking
And
about
that's been
shit.
crazy.
Yep.
My fear is, bro, I just don't want this to turn into a situation where it gets really messy, it gets really bloody. Bro, I don't want to turn on the news, you know what I mean, and hear that, a black shirt, Philadelphia hat wearing motherfucker with a puppet on the side of his passenger side has been driving through Philly with a figure in his back seat because he fucking killed somebody over Anakin. He's at large right now, and then we're missing one person in the community, bro. Like, I don't want
facts.
I don't want to see no shit like that, bro.
You got my man doing a Luigi for Anakin? Damn.
Oh my
You know
god.
what I mean, bro? Like,
Is that
You're like, what happened to Howie?
with a puppet, bro. Like,
puppet is also armed.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to see that shit on the news, bro. I'll be like, damn, but Costa really do that shit, bro. Like, for real. I mean, like,
I'm old, bitch. I gotta get my fingers now.
yeah, I mean, bro, but nah, bro. Somebody be legislated at large, but yeah, bro. Like, I just miss how it used to be, bro. And as much as I still love collecting, I love everything that we get. I love this community, bro. I just think that, again, business and bad practice, bro. You know what I mean? What they say, you die a hero, live long enough, become a villain. Hot Toys, please don't do that.
Right. I mean, I also look at it like this. On the flip side, they wanted to give an experience, and if you've seen, like, just looking at it at home, and I'm sure Uncle Keith and Calvin can tell, and Calvin and Spice Runner can, they could tell us from their point of view, how it was over there. But looking at the panels online and shit, that Hot Toys display was a beacon. It was like a big thing backstage over there. So it was
that
like
big ass sign. You see that, Jay, when Rosario was on stage,
it was right there.
The Hot Toy signal was right.
It was damn near hitting her in the damn face. It was ridiculous. I was like, God damn. I mean,
yeah, bro.
Promotion,
big ass display, bro.
But and here it is. And a part of me likes that, and the reason why it makes it gives the brand more awareness, more eyes on the brand. More money comes to them. We get more figures. Absolutely. We get more of the things we want. I get that. I remember when Hot Toys was a niche thing. Not too many people know about it. Yeah. Now it's more known. And that is a good thing. And of course, they wanted to give everybody an experience there. And they knew that a cherry blossom stormtrooper and a Grogu wasn't enough. Galen was dope. Because Galen is really a truly exclusive. That's really what exclusive is supposed to be. Somebody like like Galen. That's what it's supposed to be for real. But they wanted to sweeten the deal, and they gave you that dark side, which really, honestly, is really Ahsoka Anakin. That's really what it is. I don't know why they bullshitting, but that's what it is. And they wanted to give that to people, and they wanted to give that experience to people, and that is cool. But my thing of it is, if you're going to do that, cool. But you knew goddamn well that was a figure that you could have mass produced. And then here's the thing. I think that with this is showing me here, they are going to mass produce it. Yeah. It's going to happen. It is.
Well,
and people going to be mad as fuck. They pay $15.
When they initially released, when they announced it, it was listed under Revenge of the Sith, and then all of a sudden that disappeared off of their off of the marketing. So I think that we're gonna get a regular release for this. It's gonna come with other things. It's not gonna come with that World Between Worlds base, because that's what that thing looks like to me. It does look like a little bit like one of the gateways into on one of the paintings. I think it's the Mortis painting on Lothal. It has I talked about this I think on Lael's show. So yeah, I think it's gonna come back out. I think they probably are going to do the sculpted hair. I think we're gonna get everything we want. Just patience. That's it.
And that's the thing. It's just patience. And I think you'll even get another Artisan one. I think that's going to be later down the line. I think so. If they come up with right away, that'll just be funky as shit. I mean, but here it is for the people that did pay a little bit more for it. They paid, way over retail for it. I will say this: if you want something that's exclusive and you have the means to do it and you're willing to sacrifice, I'm not gonna knock you. Go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I do get it. Because you also got to look at it like this: for the people that went out there and were able to get multiple, whatever. On them, that's good on them too. Because think about it, they think about it like this: to get that, you had to pay for. And here's the thing: the sad part of it is you're missing the experience. And I say that to myself: you're missing the experience of experiencing that culture, experiencing friends, and experiencing, the beauty of that whole convention. You're missing that. But if for the people that went out there, paid tickets, plane tickets, tariffs, all this other shit, shipping to get it back into the States, all that shit, and you like, okay, they deserve to have a little something. They deserve to have that because
they got a little something, bro.
They did. Now, for the people that did pay that extra money to get it, think about it like this. Yeah, it was a $500 figure. You pay $1,000 maybe. Now $1,500, that's ridiculous. Shit, $3,600 is fucking ridiculous. Which
that's
some people
nuts.
did. That which some people did.
That's a Necto 1, sir.
That's a Necto 1. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that paid a little bit more for it and got it in, I mean, you did pay less than actually flying out there and getting it. So think about that as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, thank you. I thank you for those who went after Anakin hard. Thank you for those who really put money into that because of you, I was able to get me a girl at Galen Urso. So thank you. Because it was less focus on that Galen and it was more focus on that daggone Anakin figure. It was less focus on that Darth Maul and more focus on his Anakin figure. So thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
There you go. Spice Run says Hot Toys had the largest booth, and even non-1/6 collectors were so hype. And I love that those people got a chance to get into this hobby. We need to focus on the positive. He 100%. Damn.
I mean,
there you go. There you go, Sean.
It's kind of weird though, don't you think? That I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was on Collector's Lounge and I said, "Oh yeah, you'll be able to get 2 of these at Star Wars Celebration," and I think y'all looked at me like I had 2 heads. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong. And sure enough,
you weren't wrong.
Coming away with 2 or more figures, which for an exclusive is kind of interesting,
Bro, there was some people walking away with 2 of each.
Yeah,
like literally 2 of these, 2 of those stormtroopers, 2 Galens. Like literally, there were people walking away with 2 of each. Now, granted, it could have been, for others or whatever. But my question is, right, and then I'm gonna end it on my little conversation about this, on right there. But 2027, Star Wars Celebration Anaheim, the fuck they gonna do there? Because here's the thing,
they're not coming.
No, they're not. But that's what I'm saying.
That's
it. They're not going to come. But what I'm wondering is, because again, last celebration as well, in London, there was nobody showed. There was none of these companies were there. Do you think SideShow would pull something over there or try to do something or take advantage of it? No, because they're going to probably have a little SideShow con. But again, people are going to be burned out because of this type of situation, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. They are. They're going to be burned out, bro. It's going. And here's the thing. You do this shit, right? This is what they did with Anakin. And what's next week?
May the 4th.
May the 4th. It would be crazy that May the 4th happens and they give us another Artisan Anakin or some type of shit. That would be fucking crazy.
Not gonna give a shit.
That would be fucking crazy. That would be just funny. I'm like, that's end it. Screen goes black. Play fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm music. That's how crazy that shit would be. That would be insane. But I think you're gonna get some. I think you're gonna get like some Tauntaun action. I think I don't know, but I think
better not do that now and get my damn. I still didn't get my
due back yet. Because I haven't got my due back.
I don't know if I want. I don't even know if I want that because somebody had $100 and something tariff on theirs. Like somebody
Oh, God.
posted their dewback tariff.
Yes, I
Even
think
if they paid it off and paid the shipping already.
I think that was Mark
It's
Lee.
because it
and
hasn't come into the port yet. So anything coming in now is getting hit with the tariff.
I figured they would have had those ages ago.
Nope. And I think it was Mark.
Actually, what's name? Just talked to a gentleman in the chat. L. Walker was just talking about that SideShow sent him a email saying that the tariff that was assessed to his was a mistake. It was an internal error, so they rescinded it. So he would not be paying that tariff fee.
Really?
On his figure,
On
right?
On his dewback. On his dewback.
Oh wow. Okay, but that's good.
Wait, how's that? I need to email them.
Well, I think that they probably going to fix that mistake with pretty much everybody. Then, well, they should have to then, especially when it comes to that dewback, bro, because that was an item that was already shipped. I mean, it was already paid for with shipping at that point.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to change this shit up, else I'm just gonna have to open up that Boom Boom Belinda second brother card and put that shit on that. For real.
The
car's
Lou,
purple.
That's funny. Lou, you have anything you want to say about this Artisan Anakin? Do you think this Artisan Anakin will ever hit this Dark Side Anakin will ever hit SideShow?
No. And if it does, it's probably going to be a Wonder Woman situation where they just drop it on you, and and everyone's scrambling to get one. Because Hot Toys have a tendency of repeating history, and I know they do it deliberately, because COVID messed everything up for them and everyone else, but the collector. The collector won during COVID. We were getting things on the cheap. We were stacking points. We was getting a lot of freebies and stuff like that. SideShow started getting wise, watching everyone's streams, started taking away the ability to use your SideShow points on brand new items. Same thing with some of the coupons. So, like this, I think, honest to God, even with the first Artisan Anakin, they should have gave us 2 SKUs, one for sculpted, one for Artisan, because it did well with the Anakin. I mean, the Luke. It did well with the Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow. It did well with, correct me if I'm wrong, was it Wanda? For Avengers Endgame. And then we got, 3 SKUs for Black Widow or something like that?
Yep. There's a lot of them.
Successful, because they're all sold out, waitlisted. And a lot of us are still like, I would have got that sculpted versus the rooted, because some people prefer not rooted.
Yeah.
Some people prefer not rooted. And I can see them doing a not rooted one, but how long till then? And will it still be under a DX, banner, or would it be under the Artisan banner, even though it doesn't have rooted hair? Or maybe they'll give us like 2 strands of hair like they did with Captain Jack Sparrow. Just to stick a little bit, you know what I mean? Because Hot Toys likes to.
Y'all so stupid.
Dude, for real.
Y'all are so silly.
Yeah, guys.
Dude, it's funny.
No, but go ahead, Lou.
I think this is it's a nice figure. Everybody who has it, bless you. I could enjoy it, carelessly through your eyes. I am not paying what I could be paying for Ghostbusters right now for a single figure just because of a pair of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus, there's no leather on it. It's pleather. So, give it time. It's going to deteriorate over time. We already know that there's issues with their gluing method. So, there's a lot of things to consider, but for the most part, it's still a good item, still something to get. But I could hold on to my money and get myself, 4 guys, a ghost trap, and a green spud flying around, man. And that's going to be coming sometime this month. So I'm happy and waiting. That'll be a perfect birthday gift for me versus this.
Can't wait, man. You bring up a good point. You definitely bring up a good point. Oh man, but it's a good looking figure though. Um,
Looking forward to it.
Definitely. Press X, want to get your thoughts on this piece.
Well, this particular piece, I actually have one on the way.
Ooh.
So my friend Kendra, she waited in
Nice.
line for 4 hours.
Nice.
For
Wow.
me to get this figure for me. I didn't know she'd actually. The only thing I'd heard was that it sold out in like no time, and I thought to myself, "Oh, well then she must have struck out," because I saw the pictures of the lines, I saw all of that, and I thought, "Well, she must have struck out." And I said, "Yeah, it sold out." She's like, "Oh yeah, it's a good thing I got you one." I'm like, "What? Okay, great. That is pretty phenomenal." So shout out to Kendra for standing in line for 4 hours. But again, if it's going to be an exclusive and it's going to be at a convention, you would think that it would be one per person. And
Right. Yeah.
an individual was able to go in. And if this goes up later in a, let's say a secret base or something like that, and you're able to get more than one, then I don't know what kind of game we're playing here, except for, hey, let's sell as many of these as we can, as quickly as we can. Let's do it fast. Let's do it dirty. And let's tear up a bunch of stuff along the way, as opposed to let's do a window. Let's all get along. It's like, no. We want the frenzy. We want the excitement has to be there, but that's also, again, the Hunger Games. We want people to be talking about this. We want to see the photos. We want people in the comment section to be, just foaming at the mouth about this figure. And then I'm guessing again, this is conventional wisdom, that the sculpted version is going to be released and people will quiet down and they'll forget any of this ever happened. They'll forget that they had to go through all these trials and tribulations.
Yep.
Unless, of course, they paid 3 times as much for the figure, in which case they are not likely to forget anytime soon that they paid 3 times as much for the figure. But otherwise, I think once the sculpted version comes out, we probably won't hear about Anakin Skywalker for a hot minute, because everyone will have what they want.
Now, I was able to get this figure. I'm just going to sit there and put it out there. I was able to get it. Should be here next week. And no, I did not pay $1,500 for this figure. That's just ridiculous. Did not do that. I could comfortably say that. But I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great piece, but it's just a head sculpt. That's the major thing. It's the head sculpt. The body is probably the same body that we got from the 2018 version. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it to see how it all comes out. Maz, you're the only one that hasn't talked about it on this panel. I want to give you a shot at it. I know you're like, I am so fucking done with Star Wars.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this character. I was done with him 5 years ago when they had the original release. I mean, I'm sure I'm happy for all you guys, but there's just so much other stuff they could be making. I don't need a gazillion Anakins, and I really hope that everybody that wants one of these can get one for a reasonable price. But I don't see Hot Toys committing to the rooted system with the order capacity that they're able to fill and what they're not able to fill. I don't see them able to keep that up. That's why they limit the numbers of these things. Do I think that they should? No, but that's what they do. They should, in my opinion, just do batches. Have like a team that works on them and do batches so everybody can get their rooted here, whatever they want to get.
Yeah.
And limit to how many people can buy it. But other than that, there's so much other stuff happening in the world today.
Very true.
There's so much other stuff that's out. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out, and we're going to be talking about that really soon. I want to throw this up real quick for Big Bro. From Austin. Austin says, question for Second Brother: are you getting the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark Diecast 46 when it drops?
No, actually, No, I just didn't just answer them back.
Okay.
No, actually, I forgot that it was so much stuff going on and forgot that it was out. And then that armor is kind of the least of my favorite armor.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I kind of pass on it. I may circle around to get it. So the last Iron Man figure I got was that Iron Patriot. Yeah, that was the last one that I got. And so, this, like I said, this year I'm trying to be very, very thin and selective of what I get.
Yeah.
And just like, okay, if it strikes something, it has to be something really, really special for me to come out, jump out there and get it. Like I saw Andor. I haven't pre-ordered Andor yet because I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, but then
you got the whole.
I know. I had to throw my player with Jen Urso, but I'm not trying to stack. But then too, I'm not trying to go out there and stack a whole bunch of fucking figures that have 125% tariff attached to their asses.
That part.
That puts the brakes on a lot of stuff.
It does.
It
really does.
And then that just be irresponsible at some point.
And that's the thing. When does this just become financially irresponsible? It's one thing to treat yourself every now and then for something, but paying tariffs, it just becomes, like you said, financially irresponsible at some point. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So thinning out the herd this year and also purchasing much less is gonna be a thing. That definitely will be a thing. With that being said, I do want to bring this up. This was kind of exciting. I want to throw this back to you, Maz. This right here. We got our tease of Superman. And shout out to Ren Salentino once again. Happy birthday to you again, brother. He said this to me, and the first thing I said is, looks cool, but man, that suit just ain't my favorite. That suit still looks like shit, in my opinion. Is this something that you're excited to see more of, Moss?
I mean, I'm gonna check out the movie, but I don't think I need this figure now. Had I gotten my wish, and after Christopher Reeve, God rest him, we gotten Smallville Tom Welling in the suit. There's where I would want to be at. I'm not a big Cavill fan. I mean, he could look the part, but I felt like he was very wooden in his portrayal. And then you got Brandon Routh, who had potential, but the movie was just really weak. But I think Tom Welling is the Superman that if you go back and watch Smallville, he embodies everything that I would ever want Superman to be. Like as he grows into that character, and then of course Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor. Those are the ones that I want.
Yes.
If I were to do anything, I would want Tom Welling in a suit, preferably more of a Reeves type suit. Yes, with the diaper, if you guys want to call it that. I don't care. I grew up on that, man.
Right.
That all stemmed from circus performers back in the day, man. That's where the whole underwear thing came from.
Yes.
So I'm fine with that. I grew up with it. I'm fine with it. I think the Cavill suit looks weird missing that. That straight just blue, it needs something to break it up more than that belt. So I mean, this looks cool. I hope this is not another Shazam where we just don't get it though.
Right.
So with them and their DC license, you just got to go. Hopefully, but yeah, I would be jumping all over it for a Tom Welling, but we'll see. We'll see how the movie is and how much that hits me. I really can't say more than that,
Absolutely. Lou, your thoughts on this tease? Is this something that you're interested in? You want to see more of?
Actually, yeah. I'm pretty excited for the film. I'm really loving the Kingdom Come logo on the chest.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
It's really nice. The aesthetics of the piping of the suit, I'm already used to that with the MCU. They did that with the tech suit for Spiderman and a couple other characters that we've seen this style of piping on figures. And plus, I'm also used to it because usually do their own stylizations to the comic book characters until recently, where they started going more comic book accurate, where it looks like, you know, a figure with spandex on. But as far as like, you know, what we see as the suit, this makes me more happy that, you know, the suit looks the way it's supposed to. Not too much wrinkles and stuff like that, you know, where granted you're gonna get wrinkles, but it doesn't look bunched up. It looks more form fitted, which is what you want to see on a Superman figure. And it's very vibrant. And I want that also on a Superman figure. That's why I will never get the BVS Superman, but I'll go for the Justice League one instead, right? If I was to pick from the Henry Cavill version. But just like with Henry Cavill, and, you know, they had their drawbacks with the suit, they had their drawbacks with the actor as, you know, Superman. People didn't like him at first. They thought he wasn't, you know, good enough. They're going to do the same thing with this one until they see the film, and they're going to be like, oh, okay. If it's a great film, they're going to accept it. Not a great film, they're going to drop it, and maybe this will get pushed and nothing else will. But I highly doubt that we won't be excited for the film. We won't get excited for more figures to come for it, because there's going to be so many characters coming from it. But is it going to be a line I'm going to complete? I don't know, because space is a premium, and I can't afford to lose the premium. But when it comes to DC, I'm pretty dry with DC. I got what? The Keaton Batmans, and Black Adam. That's it. I don't have anyone else. So, you know, this is something I have my eye on, and all the suits seem to be more comic book accurate. So I may want to add that to the collection.
You know, to follow up on that, the one that I am looking forward to is if Supergirl. Oh,
Supergirl?
Yeah.
Millie Alcock is Supergirl. Oh, give me.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Moss. For real. Yeah. She's gonna kill it.
Especially the costume concepts of the old school. It just makes no practical sense.
Yes.
But you know, that's grown up. You know, that's Supergirl.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see her as Supergirl. I think I'm mad that Sasha she's not gonna get another bite at the apple, but yeah.
Don't get me started on that movie. Don't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, move on to the next.
Press X, your thoughts on this suit.
Paul, we love Paul.
Well, when I woke up this morning, I was all blurry-eyed, and Rins had sent this to me. And I opened it up, and my first thought was, oh, yes, it's the Christopher Reeve suit, finally. But it wasn't, which is fine. That was fine. That shows you where my head and where my heart currently is. I'm quite excited for this movie. I think they're going to knock it out of the park with this film. I do like that they're going full fantasy, full golden age, you know, with this film in terms of the look, in terms of in terms of the actual the characters that they chose. I think it's just going to drop you right in the middle of, you know, the world of Superman, and I think it's going to be great. I really, really do. Much like, you know, they did with the Tim Burton Batman, where it just dropped you into and said, "This is Gotham City. These are the rules that we're playing by," and you accepted it. You know, right. You embraced it. You accepted it. You let it soak in, and I think it's going to be the same way with this film. I'm not going to collect anything from this line, just because I'm primarily a Star Wars collector. However, I am holding out hope for a Christopher Reeve Superman, because that is the Superman I grew up with, and definitely there's a hole in my collection. You know, there's a space in my collection for that particular version of Superman. But I am excited to see what this actor does and what this director does, what James Gunn does with this Superman film, because I think it's going to be pretty flipping great.
I think so. I think so. I mean, James Gunn never steers us wrong. I know some people saw a couple minutes of the test footage, not the test footage, but the footage that they put out. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes of it. A couple, what was that, last month? And I think some people are like, "Oh my god, why is he? You know, the sun is hitting him and he's screaming. What is going on?" I'm like, let the movie play out. I'm actually looking forward to see the movie. I want to see what they're gonna give us. I think it will be good. I am still kind of mad that they didn't give my guy, the last guy to play Superman, which I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. This is what happens when you drink, ladies and gentlemen.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Yes,
How
Henry
can you
Cavill.
forget that name? How can you forget that name?
I
Such
told him,
sacrilege.
drinking.
Jeez.
It's drinking.
He's gonna be the Calverine, man. What are you talking about? We don't
He's
need
right. He's right there. Yeah, but Calverine, yeah, the fact that we never got a Man of Steel sucks. The fact that we never got to see him really, play Superman. We only got a couple of movies, and it was just so unfair. And then don't get me started on Black Adam. Don't get me started on that shit, because that just pissed me off. But I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this. It's a lot riding on this. If this fails, that's it. That whole universe is dead on arrival if this fails. So, and I know they're shooting Lobo and everything else, but if if this fails, that's it.
Speaking of Cavill, you know what I want? When this finally gets made, man, the Warhammer hot toy.
That's
it'll probably be a 3-0 thing, because it'll probably be more like the Fallout figures.
Yeah, that would be good. Nah, that's definitely gonna be a good one right there.
So Cavill's got some stuff coming. We'll be all right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Costa, your thoughts on this suit? This team.
I like it. I'm gonna be the person that says he likes it. I do. I like it. I like the colors. I like the way it looks. I hated the Snyderverse.
Thank you.
He only made one good movie, 300. That's it.
Damn.
Watchmen wasn't bad. Watchmen wasn't bad.
No, it was horrible. I have the book is memorized. Like,
yeah,
it was horrible. It compared to what Alan Moore did in that book, and you couldn't do a lot of the stuff anyway. So
they said it couldn't be done, and it's on film. But some people would say,
yeah, I was
right.
I came out of there going, "What did I just watch? This is." I don't understand. Anyway,
Nikki Haley as Rorschach. Come on, he was badass.
Oh yeah, he definitely sold that, man.
He did a good job as the character, but the movie in itself, the choices of music in certain places, I don't know. I didn't like it. I tried to watch it again. I turned it off like 20 minutes in. I was like, this is boring. I love James Gunn, so I'm excited about the movie. I don't think he's gonna fuck it up. I watch myself rewatch his Suicide Squad a lot. I love that movie.
Yeah.
All of the Guardians. He just can't do any wrong. I'm excited for Peacemaker season 2. So yeah, bring it on. Will I get the figure? Probably not. I'm trying to keep it limited. I'm waiting for. We're doing one of those waiting for Inart on that 2-pack that they've been, they teased years ago. So we'll see. Well, for Christopher Reeve.
It's been 2 years already, Costa. You're 100% right.
Well, listen, the next time they show that sucker's going to probably be pretty damn good. So
yeah. I can't wait. That's a day one pre-order for damn sure. That's a dopo. Whenever Inart releases that, please Inart, give us that. Big bro, I already know what you're gonna say. I already know. But I gotta hear from you directly, because you may surprise me. But your thoughts on this piece so far?
I mean, as for the hot toy, I'm looking forward to it. But
as a toy, it looks better as a toy than it actually does on film. In my, I think somebody in the chat
it
said,
looked like he got a set of underoos on.
It does.
It looks like. So
I love my underoos.
How dare
all of us in the generation run around with underoos with that red cape and trying to jump off shit and almost break.
Hell yeah.
So all of us is pretty much been there. But as for Superman, Reeves is my Superman. Cavill is a running second. I'm kind of, to me, it got the stink on it because how the way they did Cavill on that whole thing, it was just messy and it was just wrong. How the way it was done.
Totally
leave
agree.
all those guys out there thinking that they were going to expand more in the universe and become, make the characters there and then lead them on, and then all of a sudden, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Not all we're not doing that, just basically like in the trash, and that's just that, and leaving a whole bunch of people hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that how the way that was done, it was wrong.
Ugly.
It was ugly. It was malicious. More than anything else, it was malicious more than anything else.
It was.
And Costco may have a difference of opinion. I love what they did with the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and that's how the way it should have been done. But as for this figure, I would see. It looks like it's going to be a nice figure. When James Gunn, I'm not going to be the one to run out there and see it. I'm just going to sit back and just wait till everyone sees it and give their critique. Then I look at it, give it its honest critique. But me personally, it's got too much of the stink on it that happened previously for me to just jump myself out there. But I am waiting for anyone that's going to do. If you're talking about a 2.0, I'm not a fan of 2.0s, but I'm looking for that Reeves. That's what I'm looking for. If Hot Toys that's something that deserves a 2.0, that really, really deserves a 2.0, that's it right there. I'm fortunate to have, the original one, and it holds up well. Mm-hmm. But for the innovations and stuff you guys have done now, we need that in a Jor-El, and that would seal it. If they did that as a 2-pack with Brando and him, that'd be the ultimate. That'd be the ultimate for me. I will pay a hefty price for that.
I imagine Brando's license would be hard to get, though. I'm sure his estate's probably just as weird as he is, and be like, nope, not having it.
Yeah, that was some years ago, but depending on how that deal was. But it's funny that you mentioned that. And Justin McFly, damn, 2.0 Reeves and 2.0 Ripley,
rooted Ripley.
Yeah, Maz, I know you would be all for that shit.
I'll be out on the corner trying to make some money. I'd be like, $2.
Damn straight.
Damn.
Absolutely. Layel, your thoughts on this tease of this figure? Is this something that you think you'll be interested in?
Hold on, I had to send this out real quick. I mean, here's the thing, bro. I'm waiting, on this because it'll be available, but I honestly, from this particular line, I'm mostly waiting for Mr. Terrific. You know what I mean? So I would want to see that particular figure first. It's more of an interest for me because, again, it's never been done before. One Superman, you've seen one, you'll see many. But I want to see Mr. Terrific. I would definitely want to see, Hawk Girl, just other possible figures that we can actually get from this particular line. I will not get that guy Gardner. I'm sorry.
No, you don't want that bold cut? Come on, that's an Artisan right there.
Move on that.
That's a hell of an artist.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific is mainly the one that I want to get, but I definitely agree with Second Brother. I personally enjoyed the Justice League, bro, because again, it was their chance to get it right compared to what we got the first time. And because of the simple fact that I love Ray's interpretation of Cyborg and how much he shined on that, because he was perfection when it came to Cyborg, bro. He did such a great job, and he gave that character such element.
Dude, he's such a humble dude too.
Yeah, he's definitely a humble dude, bro. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, on him, I'm all in for it. But man, that's what I'll say in that pretty much regards. But hopefully this movie will do good, and I'm excited about it, and we'll see how it works. Again, I'm just here's the thing is my thing with James Gunn, bro. Like, and I love him as a director. I think everything that he's done so far has been incredible. But my problem is the impartiality when it comes to and how and I'm right there, how Warner Brothers handled, pretty much everybody from, Zack Snyder's camp. How they handled that was an embarrassment, bro. Like that was definitely an embarrassment for you to basically have Henry Cavill come out and say he's doing another Superman, for them to snatch that away and say that ain't happening. To have even Gal Gadot get out there and say, yes, we're doing, Wonder Woman 3, just to have that redacted and retracted. And before they could actually do that shit to Ben Affleck, he was like, fuck you, DC. I'm not directing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm out. You know what I mean? So it was just how messy that situation was. And because it was messy, I'm telling you, people don't want to hear it. No matter how good James Gunn is, you're going to have those Zack Snyder fans that's going to paint a totally different picture when it comes to this film, bro. That's how it's going to be. They're going to review bomb this shit the fuck out of this, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I hope it succeeds, because that's just basically the way it needs to. And I want all cinematic experiences to succeed. And it's crazy because the way this particular suit looks is totally different from what we see on film. This looks more enticing because it's fitting. It looks great. They don't film. I don't know what the hell. Like if they'd have did this, people would have probably been more geeked about it. We just have to see it. Maybe on film it looks different. I don't know. I mean, from what I'm seeing so far, the aesthetics match what we saw in the trailers. But yeah, I wish it luck, man. But I'm more so hyped about if they do it, if they give us a Mr. Terrific, then I'll be like, all right, let me just go backwards and then double back to get that. But I can wait on this until I get that Mr. Terrific and see how that's going to be. But I got to get out of here, man, because I got to prepare for Uncivilized Scoundrels, man.
Okay.
So definitely appreciate them having me here, man, and everybody on the panel.
Layout before you leave, I do have one more for you. I can't have you not do this, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah. This was a goal for me day one. I pre-ordered it. I was lucky to get it. And this is the thing is, I'll say this real quick. DC, y'all need to do more and more villains, bro. We need more villains. I'm not talking about just the villains from 89 or the villains from, Christian Bale's. You got to do more villains, bro, because they're not giving us enough.
Kite Man
to balance it out. But this Kite Man, this right here, bro, is fantastic. I'm so glad to have it in order. I'm so glad that I can't wait till it drops, bro.
Just do the Injustice video game line. And that's it.
Bro, do that. And I'll be cool with you to do something like that. You know what I mean? But this is incredible, bro. I'm super hype about it. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's go. Let's definitely go.
Absolutely. Brother, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure y'all go out there and right after this show, tune in to Uncivilized Scoundrels.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be amazing. I'm glad that y'all back doing y'all thing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, man. I'll check you all later on, brother.
All right. Thank you so much, bro. Absolutely. Definitely.
Hey, to expand real quick, Jay, on the James Gunn thing.
Yeah.
I want to just put a little bit of concern I have is his movies since Guardians all seem to have like the same vibe to it, like including the Suicide Squad, which at the time I loved it.
Yeah.
But when I look back at it, I'm like, it isn't much different than Guardians. Does he have another trick up his sleeve? Is it going to be something that's going to keep me interested on the long haul? And that's something I'm really concerned with this universe. And I'm not trying to be like Snyder this or Gunn that. I'm just legitimately concerned because I haven't seen a lot of his other stuff.
He's kind of feeling like a one-trick pony to a certain degree. I felt, it's funny that you mentioned that. I felt that way about the Suicide Squad. I really did. It was certain beats that were just like Guardians.
Yeah, Peacemaker's got the same kind of thing. Again, I love that show.
I love it all. I love it. Repeat it. Just repeat it. gives me good. It makes me feel good inside when I watch the movies. I don't know what to tell you.
While we with you guys, Casa, your thoughts on Black Manta here?
I think it looks fantastic. Am I getting it? No, I didn't even. I haven't even seen this Aquaman movie yet. So, but yeah, it's badass. Look at it. It's fucking badass.
It looks amazing.
He does. It just get them, put them in your collection if you like. If you're a DC person, You can fit them in somewhere. Looks so good. Looks so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Maj, your thoughts on Black Manta?
Man, I'm kind of mad at myself for not ordering this, but then again, I was so anti Aquaman to begin with because I didn't like the first movie. I thought the jokes didn't land. I thought Jason Momoa needs to be just Khal Drogo. We can barely talk, and I'm fine with that. I haven't liked much when he gets a speaking role. You know, it's just was like I felt like as Aquaman, he was an overgrown Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that should have been in a turtle movie instead. I just that surfer vibe thing just did not work for me for Aquaman. It just seemed a little too whatever. Yeah. You have no but in any case, the figure is amazing looking. I kind of wish I had bought it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna just sit here and go, wow. You know, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, man. And to go on what you were saying, Costa, I've never been one that feels like I need another part to make a part work. I mean, if I like the figure, I'm gonna buy the figure. I don't care about how it looks. Yeah. It will look wherever I put it is where it's gonna look best for me, and that's it. So I don't have any other Doom figures.
I mean, I have Inspector Clouseau with my Marvel figures.
Exactly.
So,
there you go.
It's like down
Peter
here.
Sellers or the really bad
Peter Sellers.
Okay, good.
Peter. Oh, it's the caustic plastic Peter Sellers. It's amazing.
Just checking. Just checking.
But yeah.
Swine Seagull.
What do you think? I watch A Shot in the Dark. It's the original. It's the best.
Loco Lu, your thoughts on Black Manta?
First off, Miles, what the hell you talking about Ninja Turtles on an Aquaman guy? Like, what?
I'm just saying he can't talk like a normal person, man. He's all like cowabunga and shit, and I don't need that. He's like just playing around, and he lands and just whips his hair back like I'm too good for everything.
Actually, I quite appreciated that part. I will admit, I did really appreciate that part. I'm like, oh, I see. Well,
he asked me why, and I said why. I'm not trying to rag him nice.
I love it.
Now I can't unsee it. It's like, oh, he's a Ninja Turtle.
Closest that he just had to put together.
Shaka bra. Some valley surfer, man. That's all he was.
Yeah, but he's a surfer dude. But it's all good. I digress with that. That was just fun. But this figure is awesome looking. It is stunning. It looks like the suit is made of the same material that the modern suit Batman is, which makes me regret not pre-ordering this guy.
Yeah.
I don't have many figures of DC, but this was one that I'm mad that I let, slip away through my fingers, because if I was going to get anything, it would be the Legion of Doom, and that would be, the the Lex Luthor that's coming up, the Black Adam that I have now, Black Manta, whoever else possibly see, because it looks like they're gonna start, touching base on those classic characters, giving a little more modern touch, but still give them some classic roots.
Yeah,
and it'll be something to have, and it'll look like, oh, that looks nice, on the shelf. You just have each one independent from themselves, but together you got your Legion of Doom. It will look nice. Just having this next to a Superman or any other DC hero from the Justice League. If you guys remember the Justice League of America from back in the day on TV,
I'm gonna put him next to Gleek.
They all fought against each other.
Right.
So it didn't matter which villain of the week was it. They all went against the Justice League at one point or another, whether they teamed up together fighting amongst themselves or they teamed up together having the other team fighting amongst themselves. It was also good. But yeah, I'm mad I missed out on this one. This one looks great. But there's always next time. There's always. Next time.
I would have liked if they had a Yaya head sculpt. That would have been awesome. Honestly, that's just where I'm at with my collection. I kind of tend to like figures that have head sculpts because I think that's the art of the figure, but are you really gonna have him without the head sculpt? You know what I'm saying? Without the helmet. So I see why they went with that. But this does look fantastic. But I haven't even seen the movie, so I really can't, buy into it. But I do like Black Manta in the comics, and this suit is pretty much, it's comic accurate enough, definitely. Press
maybe
X, your
you
thoughts
want
on this?
I have not seen this film, but I did like this character. I like this character quite a lot, and I did grow up watching a lot of the DC cartoons. So A Legion of Doom is right up my alley. This figure is going to look fantastic on a shelf, if only by itself or surrounded by 2 or 3 other baddies. And we do need more DC baddies, and I'm hoping we're going to get more DC baddies, but I think this will fit right in with any of the baddies we're going to get later this summer and going forward with James Gunn's DC universe. This turned out great. I love the light up features.
Yes.
It would be criminal not to have this thing lit up. So
seriously,
if it's going to be on the shelf, find a way to have him lit up because it just pops when it's lit up, and it looks kind of dead when it's not, like my Star Wars droids. I love and I love the fact that as Lou pointed out, they use the modern suit, same fabric as the modern suit Batman, because that's very forgiving, and it moves like a dream, which is great. So I'm really glad that they went with something that you can actually pose this figure without worrying too much about breaking your figure.
Exactly.
Which is always great, which is always fantastic. But gentlemen, I'm sorry, I must tuck and roll and head over to Uncivilized Scoundrels.
Yep.
But thank you so much for having me on to chit chat about all these 1/6 scale wonders. I can't wait to see I'm almost terrified to see what we're going to get next week, because I have a feeling the floodgates, they're open, and the pre-orders, they may just stack up. So be mindful of the pre-orders, be mindful of the things that will come due, because it's coming, whether we're ready for it or not. It's the world only spins forward, and the collecting, it never stops.
Don't have a phone, man.
Thank you so much for being here, Chris. It's always a pleasure, my brother.
Thank you for having me. All right. Take care. Be well.
Peace. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Definitely. Last but not least, on this one right here, big bro, you got this coming in?
Bro, I actually missed it.
Really?
But I got on the wait list.
Okay.
I got on a wait list for it, so more than likely it probably will convert. If not, I just be screaming at Ray, save me off the bridge. And, I think when this came out, I was probably riddled in finals, and I was panicking about one. And I remember I was supposed to do something, and then as soon as I'm like, damn it, Black Mana. As soon as I turn around, Gary hit it, wait list. Shit. So I think I missed it by like a day before it went there, but. Oh, this is my man right here, especially in Injustice. Oh man, I'll spank your ass in Injustice with Black Mana.
Yeah.
So
we need to get that back going. Next time we get back to your house, we need to have it on.
I don't want nobody getting mad, throwing controllers and shit after I whip their ass. So
oh, you mean you cheat with
I don't cheat.
You mean you cheat with Black Adam? You mean you cheat with
No.
That was Black Adam and Scorpion.
That was Shazam. 10 years.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Shazam. Yeah, with with Shazam and Scorpion. Yeah, that was his kill. That was his kill crew right there.
Yeah, it was a lot of people pissed. A lot of people pissed off during that period. Yeah. So you turn around, come around, you try to play me Injustice, you don't get hit with Black Mana. That's all I'm going to say.
Just give me.
But as for the figure,
give me 3.5 minutes, maybe 4.
It ain't gonna take that. It's gonna take 30 seconds. That's all it's gonna take. Man, Joker's great throw controllers in fireplaces. I'm like, oh, hold up. But as for this figure, man, I am like more than elated to see. I see how the final product came out. if that wait list converts, I'm definitely going to be on it. I'm definitely going to be on it. And like I said, DC need to do more. They need to do more villains. If they turn, they got a gold mine sitting there with Injustice. They already started, their video game line with Spiderman. Just transfer it over to DC. There's a lot there they can work with, and it will sell.
Absolutely. All right, that's going to be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put one more up on the screen, and we're going back to you, big bro. On this, I want to get your thoughts on this Captain Rex from Ahsoka, and I also want you to tell me what you got going on and all that good stuff.
Going on is basically, schoolwork's finals about come up in the next few weeks. I got a big group assignment that I got that a project manager on and trying to get people in line to do this thing right, so I get a funky grade. That's going to be my primary focus this weekend. As for this figure here, it looks good. I'm not getting it because we already got a Rex.
You already got one. Yep.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
This is like one of these situations where Hot Toys is like, okay, why do it? Where certain nuances they understand is part of this, Ahsoka line, but we already got a Rex. We already got one. So
yeah.
I see this as dead stock on arrival, but this one, because people are like, damn, I'm gonna make a choice of this one or the one with a head sculpt. But then too, it's like you guys said, it's an opportunity for someone to get a Rex that didn't get it.
Exactly. And it's a dope looking figure, and I do think the proportions are a little different on this one, whereas the other one. But yeah, man, it looks good. We got Mario.
Very true, Darth Prothy. Very true. And I would definitely get that one too.
That is true. That is true. That man loves his troopers, so definitely. But big bro, thank you so much for being here, man. Definitely appreciate it. Man. Absolutely. Costa, what you got going on, and what is your thoughts on this piece?
I just dropped something. I don't even know what I dropped. Too many wires. Too much of a mess. I think it's great if you didn't get one for the Clone Wars version, which I also have. So I'm not going to get this one. But it's Rex. It's a way for them to make more money off of something they already have. They don't have to do too much R&D. What do I have going on Saturday? Show off. That's my show. It's Show Off. It's a show where we talk toys. I also show off some display cases from someone from the community, and I have an amazing show off of a display case it's made out of aluminum extrusion, and it has a hinged top, so it opens and closes from the top. Wow. Yeah, somebody his name is a Broke Collector, and he did an amazing job. He made a case for his Affleck bat cycle. We're gonna go through the whole thing. It looks like a bat cave. It looks like it's in a bat cave even with the way the lighting was done. It's fantastic. So come and join us for Show Off. Like I said, we talk toys in the beginning. We'll show off somebody's display case, and then towards the end, I take questions, or I do like a little. Last week, I did like a little kind of like a product review for lighting. So
nice.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Check out Show Off. Definitely. Love the content that you're providing, and it's very useful for people in the community to enhance their displays. So definitely love your content, bro.
Thanks.
Been rocking and rolling for some years now. Definitely go back anytime I'm building another a case, I always go back to your videos just to make sure, you know, something that I didn't miss. I'm pretty good at it now myself, but still, it's always good to have that reference there.
Oh yeah,
definitely, bro. Definitely appreciate it. Maz, what you got going on? I know you don't give a fuck about the Star Wars figure.
I already got a Rex, man. I'm good, man.
Right.
I mean, I like that has the Phase 1 helmet that comes with him.
No,
that's pretty cool, but I can't justify the expense just for a helmet. I mean, that's really all I'd be buying it for. Yeah, as far as what I got going on, man, toy photography talk every Tuesday.
Yes.
We go over your submitted photos. Me, Lou is also on the panel. 1/6 shooter, Pablo, and sometimes cinematographer. You know, Harry when he's not busy filming, and Mike from Insightful Imagery. So we all go over there. We critique your work as you submit it, because we aren't going to just go looking for it unless you want to partake in being critiqued. And we go over what we feel can make the shots work a little better, and or if the shots are great, you get a nice props, nice praise. You get the Moadib. That's the clip we play, man. It's the original one though, from the original Dune movie. The clip is Uso no longer needs the wielding module.
Oh, I love that version. I love how you just yell and just like basically shut up. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great little movie, man. But that's kind of why I ended up with this guy too, man. It was more of the love for the property than the movie, because these movies I feel have their problems. Where's my politics? Almost non-existent in either of these two. It started to creep in there towards the second movie, but still a little late,
Yeah. From what I've seen, it's a little ambiguous. You're right.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, both of them, but that's not what we're here. But anyway, Tuesdays, guys, 6 p.m. Eastern, Toy Photography Talk. You guys should check it out. We have a great time going over photos, and we're still a couple months behind, but we shouldn't skip anybody, so it's nice.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Once again, another great show with another great service. Helping people be better photographers is amazing, and the work that you guys do, and even Lou, seeing the work that that you're doing now with photography is just my mind is blown. Seeing where you came from and where you're at now is just amazing. Just the work you're doing is just amazing. And Maz, I mean, come on, we already know you're doing photography, but you're doing like set design. And it's just phenomenal, the work that I see. The stuff I'm seeing, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. I was working on I got a Metroid shoot I'm gonna be doing here after Alien Day, which is this Saturday, guys.
Oh shit.
4/26.
That's right.
Saturday. So after Alien Day, I got this Metroid shot I'm working on, and I built a new diorama piece just for it, and because the old Nintendo had like that very pebbly looking bottom. It was just like very pixelated, just pebbly. So I used Rice Krispies for that.
Oh wow!
And painted that up, and just gave it just a couple of colors, not a whole lot, because 8-bit, 16-bit systems, they didn't have a lot of colors, and so I got to do the back wall still. I got to make that one, but yeah, it was good fun. We're gonna have some fun with that, and I got to buy a couple more Metroids. I got one.
Cannot wait to see that. That sounds phenomenal. Like I said,
there's like a little Metroid here.
We blow it up. Wow.
So these are $20 a piece, but yeah, that's so
amazing.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Make sure y'all check out Maz. Nothing but great stuff right there. Love that damn poster back there, man. That damn Romulus poster with that.
My buddy gave me that one for my birthday. I don't work at the theater anymore, but he still manages one, and he gave me both Romulus posters, this one and the black one.
Nice.
This one just pops so much better, though. I mean, as much as I like the black one, it just doesn't pop. So
yeah, it just gives so much life to the room. Man, your display looks fucking amazing.
It's cool. The other reason why I'm not buying as many Hot Toys now. I mean, I don't even know where we're going to put Paul yet. I don't know where he's going to work at.
That's dope. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was a real treat having you back on the show. Definitely.
Great being back.
Absolutely. Loco Lu, what you got going on, my brother?
Same as usual, man. Figure Flex Friday, S Beams, collector's figures on Monday, Maz Tuesdays with Toy Photography Talk, Wednesdays Cigars and Ash. If you don't see me in Cigars and Ash or hear me in Cigars and Ash, where we talk pop culture and cigars, if that's your cup of tea, you'll find me at Say What and back here with Best of the Best. As far as what I'm doing, I'm going for my permit tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm going for my permit tomorrow. So driving.
You know how to drive?
I know how to drive. I just never got my license. You know,
Really?
He don't even have a license.
He's a New Yorker. That's
I'm
right.
a New Yorker. Yeah. I know how
Let me
to
find how you been hot dogging it. Let me find out.
I know how to push a car. It's just saying. You know, I had to get it done. But other than that, man, I'm still collecting, doing the same old stuff. And as far as Rex is concerned, I already have my Rex. I have my Clone Wars Rex, just like everyone else. We got our Rex. The Phase 1 helmet is nice. It does set it apart a little bit, but it's not going to entice me to purchase another one. You know, I got the one that I wanted. I got a couple of clones. I don't need all of them, just a few of them. And you know, when it comes to troopers, granted, you know, getting these named individuals, they're awesome. Especially, you know, Rex. Rex is the man. If you're a big Rex fan, yeah, this is up your alley. But if you're more into, you know, Mandalorians or Jedis, you know, I could see you getting more than one of those. But, you know, with troopers, they just, you know, fall by the wayside for some reason. And I think it's due to the fact that, you know, yes, we have stormtroopers and we get troopered out. And the trooper looks the same as the one from before and the one from before and the one from before. You kind of like, I see the same thing over and over again. But this one right here, it's nice. Maybe if they have it on discount, I'll probably get it. But not something that I'm in a hurry for or really am enticed to get because I already have mine.
Exactly.
Actually, one more thing about Rex. If Hot Toys really wants to get my dollar on a Rex, give me a Rebels Rex. Give me an old man Rex.
Oh yeah.
Hano.
Give me a Hano version.
Yeah, that worked too. I don't care.
I think that's definitely going to happen. I think that's definitely going to happen. But Lou, thank you so much for being here. And guys, thank you all for being here. This has been an excellent show. And everybody that's watching and still with us, thank you so much. Always helps out. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to all these wonderful people here because that's what we do. What I got going on, yes, you heard me right earlier. Yes, Darth Vader Sith Apprentice is on the way. Crazy, but yes, it is on the way. I don't not going to be doing a whole lot of, you know, day one reviews, or I don't even know if you can call it a day one review, whatever that's called, but because money is ridiculous and finances are ridiculous at this point. And the world is ridiculous. We don't know what's going to happen 1 minute to the next, but that is one that we will be reviewing. That will be coming soon next week. Hopefully, it should be here. So we will be doing a review on that. Get some good lighting, some good photography on that. I'll be sending those photos to Maz to look at and judge, and see how I can improve and make.
I'm not gonna hold back, man. I'm gonna be just like the Water Boy, and man, I'm gonna be on all sides.
Hey, I'm an art school
kid. Not gonna hold anything back.
Give it to me. I've had my first. Let me tell you, Miles. One of my first graphic design pieces was just so terrible, and I had one of the greatest art teachers in the world. And he looked at it, and he was just like, "This is." He said, "This is great. It's so great till it is shit." And the fact that you're confident to give this to me is even great. That just shows me your confidence. Which once you get some formal training, you're matched with your confidence, you're going to be a great artist. I was like, fuck, that was the nicest way to say that I'm some shit.
Well, to be honest, man, you're not going to learn unless you put yourself out there and get some other opinions besides the people that are in your safety net. You know,
that's right.
Go outside that bubble to get real opinions. And the other thing you remember is they're just opinions.
That's
if
right.
you disagree with it, you have your right.
That's right.
To not agree with it. I mean,
that's right. That's right. I mean, there you go. There
that's
you
right.
go.
Rain outside for Maz.
That's right, man. I'm gonna die on that hill, man. I'm telling you, it should be raining out that door. I'm telling you.
Rain outside that door, no.
Absolutely. Also want to give a shout out to Blue Tattoo, definitely, and S Beam, definitely. What's up with you guys? With the brothers here? It's good to have the brothers here. Say hello, all. Sorry, I'm late. He said to the party, work sucks. Smash that like button, definitely. Thank you so much. Definitely said, been there with my art teachers. Exactly. Yeah, Tony, you know, Tony's a designer. You know, yeah, been through the wire with it, so I'm all for it. Definitely. But once again, thank you all for being here tonight. It's a great show, great energy, a lot of great stuff coming. Oh, absolutely. Make sure you guys, now that I got you guys here, make sure that I do have a new YouTube channel called Second Impression. Make sure that you guys check that out. Try to see if I can pull it up real quick so I can give that to you guys, because we're going to be doing some real cool stuff. Doing a lot of cool interviews with artists all over the world. Also going to be doing some interviews with some of your favorite YouTubers as well. So that's definitely going to be very exciting. Definitely check that out. Make sure you go. We don't have any videos up right now, but we will be dropping our first set of interviews in the next coming weeks. I'm just going to throw it here in the chat real quick. That's right. So if you be so kindly to subscribe to your brother, that would definitely be great. That's Second Impression at YouTube. There it is, Second Impression. You'll find it there. You'll see me trying to look cool on the banner. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff, more music stuff, more music from all over the world, interviews from music artists, movie producers, all that. A lot of my industry friends are going to be popping up on that. So definitely check that out. A lot of great stories. You'll even get to hear some of my crazy stories before I was doing YouTube. Crazy shit, like falling off stages with microphones and getting hit in the face with a microphone and still performing. And, maybe even some of us, at one point we had I think it was 10 people in my group. We were a label, but we were a rap group as well. And we got into a big bar fight, and that's a whole great stories. Second Impression. Make sure y'all check it out. Definitely.
Show us hairy chest, Jay. Show us the hairy chest.
I wish.
We're going on that picture for your Second Impression.
But that's going to be it, guys. Remember, be good to each other, and we'll see you here next week. Have a good one. And that's going to be it for tonight. We love you.
Have a great night, guys.
Same time, same place next week. Deuces.